Football again today. In fact, tonight in an hour, Fox TV will have the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. 17th ranked Arizona against SMU. We've got it in an hour in Charlotte. Mississippi State 5-7 against Wake Forest. Texas State won in Fort Worth against Rice 41-10. And late third quarter, it's Navy ahead of Cincinnati 21-7 at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons will transfer reportedly to Missouri. Kansas State quarterback Avery Johnson will return to the school next season. NC State QB C.J. Bailey will return. Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt will play Sunday night in the season finale. He missed the last 3 games after a lung injury. He returned to full practice today. In the NBA, Steph Curry of the Warriors out for the home game against Oklahoma City. Jimmy Butler doubtful due to illness tonight. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
Welcome in. With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron. No matter how you listen in, that's right, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now, live.
We'll do it live.
On YouTube.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it.
That's right.
That's how I'm going to start yelling at you, Rob.
Do it.
Thank you, Bill. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say it again.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
Times 2. There you go. And we are indeed the Odd Couple on this funky flashback Friday. Can't believe it. January 2nd, 2026. We are on our way into yet another year. That's right. You'll need our telephone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake. Sorry, Ben.
Merry New Year!
It's the only time it counts,
That's right. Write it down. Commit it to memory. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there who can't figure out the letters and numbers.
It's not trigonometry.
877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line when you do call in, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say to you, tough, because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station.
That's right. With all that said, always remember...
Sweetie Beanie.
Yay.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, LeBron. All right, let's go. Let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is
Kelvin
Washington.
That's right. Man, you ain't lying, brother. It's a happy New Year to everybody. I was not here yesterday with you.
Merry New
first
Year.
time. Merry New Year to all
Merry
the...
New Year.
What do you mean you weren't here yesterday? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was on Earth. I was here on Earth. I didn't appear, but I wasn't with you. You and Alex, so y'all can talk about how y'all never take days off and blah, blah, blah.
You know what I mean.
Even
It's
though we
okay.
know, Alex, we know if it's a hot, sunny day on a Monday, we know you ain't here.
I'm not here.
And we know if it's
Sun's
a hot,
out,
beautiful summer
sun's
day in the
out.
summer,
I'm
Rob
just
ain't
saying,
here.
next Monday's sunny. I'm not here.
It's a ballpark somewhere where Rob is telling somebody about, back in 1978, the Reds, did you know the big you know they had a winning streak of, we know, Rob, we know. But no, man, what's up, brother? Fast Flashback Friday, feeling good. Funky Flashback Friday, brother.
It's not all that. Alex and I, we talked to you before. it's no badge of honor. It's just, it is what it is. You, Rob G, you'll have families, young kids. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Alex and I are just here for the listeners, people who are depending on us. And you know what? If I had a family and a couple of kids, I might not be here either. I'm just saying.
I still think you might have a couple
that.
of kids. You just don't know it yet.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm still thinking you get that call. Hey, Rod, that Kinko's postcard, Alex. And by the way, speaking of the listeners, shout out to Phil. I was at the dentist office.
I thought that was Uncle Phil first. Go ahead.
Yo, I thought, he looked more like Cousin Phil. He looked a little younger. And I walked right out, said, "What's up, man? How you doing?" And he, oh, snap. And he just kind of does the whole dance like, "Oh, man, I listen to you, man. You and Rob and our couple," and just goes on and on and on. And the whole dentist office, who I've been there, they're like, "Oh, wait, is he somebody? Do we need to change up some things, how we do things?" So, Rob, I'm working on getting you a free tooth. You know what I said, y'all come take care of my boy real quick.
And I need it, too. I'm just saying.
So, but shout out to Phil. He said he listens. He rocks with us, man. And he said he loves when I actually get on here and start singing stupid songs with you because he said I can carry a note. And then he said, "No way, no how." He wanted me to tell you that.
I think that has to go on my tombstone, right?
Oh, well, listen, your tombstone is it's going to be somehow as long as a CVS receipt. Alex, we got the whole bunch of stuff on there.
Alex, I want you to hold this prom. I want you to hold this promise for me. Okay? I'm not even kidding you.
Okay.
So you're there. It's that day. Tears are coming out of your eyes.
I'm bawling
out. It's like, okay, he's on to bigger and brighter and more glorious place and all that.
An eternal Golden Girls cruise.
Exactly. But before they close the casket, just slip in a 28 ounce of baby oil. Just,
oh my God.
Just drop it in there.
You got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you lubed up, Rob.
Alex, do not allow them to close it down.
You have my word.
Without the baby oil in there. And if my family gives you a hard time, say this is what he wanted.
You got it. Man to man, you will have baby oil.
There you go.
All right, now listen, that's gonna help you fry extra crispy. You better hope you go up, not down. Glistened up like that, you might be frying. You might have gave some Crisco down.
That's right. It's all good. All right, hey, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them. Alex, of course, is our engineer. You just heard from Alex, of course.
Yes.
No doubt. Lee DeLapp is our producer and for Rob G. Hey, Lee. There you go. Steve DeSager's at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program.
Never heard of him.
And of course.
Never heard of him.
And of course.
Who?
Oh, boy.
Elijah.
Merry New Year!
There you go.
Now that is funny.
Social media guru, one of the best in the business. All right, we got a lot to get to on this Funky Flashback Friday. And let's start with the Ravens and Steelers game. Obviously, that's the Sunday night game. It's the game everybody wants to watch because it doesn't matter.
Big stakes on it,
Because one team is going to the playoffs, win the division, and the other one's going home. So there's whenever you have a game of that magnitude and everything's on the table, it just speaks for itself. It's something you want to watch.
And star quarterback names, too. Aaron Rodgers, one of the all-time greats. Lamar, one of the best of the last 6, 7, 8 years. So, there's a lot on it.
Here's the rub between me and you. You believe that they still can put it together and still make a run in the postseason. And I'm going to say no, but I'd love to hear your case first.
So you and I both preseason, we both picked the Ravens to make the Super Bowl. Right, as did a lot of people.
And I'm glad you said that because I did pick them, but I'm not there anymore. So
right. I'm clearly not. I don't think that wouldn't be my pick right now if you said AFC. But the reason I was, as we think about who's going to play, we get the reports that Lamar is going to play. He said, obviously, I'm 100% going. I'm never going to quit on this team. John Harbaugh, they talked to even Lamarr mentioned the fact that all the reports that, he's not watching film and all that. He's like, y'all think John let me fall asleep in the film room and all that? So here's what my point in this. It's not so much that the Ravens have been great this season. We know they've been on and off, hence why they're, their record, hence why they're in the position they are. It is that, to me, when you have one of the most skilled in the last few years. I've called him the best quarterback, best player, and you sat there with me, agreed with that. When you have him, when you have a running back that we all agree that don't feature him enough, and Derrick Henry could be the key to them moving along and getting into the postseason. Well, they lead the rushing in rushing yards per attempt. When they rush the ball like they did last week, over 300 yards, they become very scary. Right? Then you look at what they can do offensively. They can be 11th in the league in scoring offense, averaging 25 points per game. So I'm looking at it like this. If I have a Lamar Jackson who's relatively healthy, nobody's healthy at the end of a long season like this, and I'm featuring King Derrick Henry again like you should be. You got a 1,000-yard receiver in Zay Flowers, and you and I have talked about this, Rob. It's always some weird, fluky, crazy thing that happens. If they can just not shoot themselves in the foot, not be Cheddar Bob from the movie, as, of course, 8 Mile, my whole thing is, Rob, they've got a shot in the sense that, to me, there's no behemoth in the AFC. Maybe it's the Patriots, the most complete team. Maybe I'll give it to them. But aside from that, there's no complete team. You look at the Bills, they're reliant on Josh Allen. That's pretty much it. Receiving core is not great. Running game with James Cook, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. And the defense can be spotty as well. I still don't know if I believe in what the Broncos are able to do despite their record. And I don't know about Justin Herbert and the Chargers. They good sometimes, they're not great. So if you're the Ravens and you can punch your ticket with Lamar Jackson, we run the ball more with Henry, and you don't shoot yourself in the foot, I'm like, hey, you get in the tournament, you got a shot, because the AFC, in my opinion, none of the teams do you look at and say that's a complete team, that's a behemoth, that's a team you got to worry about, except maybe the Patriots.
Yeah, here's where I'm going to push back, and I think it's wishful thinking. They just haven't been good all year, and everybody keeps giving them the benefit of the doubt because of their roster on paper. You just talked about it. It's nice. Oh, yeah, Derrick Henry had his big game. Yeah, let's just do that. Well, here's the problem. They have a bad coach in John Harbaugh. They've had terrible game plans every time there's a big game. Do you remember the AFC Championship game where they didn't run the football against the Chiefs and they threw the ball all over the field? And you said everybody after that game went, what is this? What team is this? They run the football, but in that game plan, it was passing. Zay Flowers, you brought up, going to the Pro Bowl with 2 touchdowns and 3 fumbles, right? Like 2 touchdowns and 3 fumbles. That's your wide receiver there. Lamar, ever since he's come back from injury, go look at the numbers. He
hasn't been great.
They're awful. They're not good. They're awful. He's been awful since. And now he's coming off another injury with a back injury, trying to go out there and play. Too many issues. They scored 40 points in Buffalo. They lost. We've seen in and out of the defense. Nothing has been consistent. There was a point where they had a chance to get right. And you'll remember this. They had 2 games, week 13 and week 14. Mm-hmm. Both at home, both against the Bengals and the Steelers. They lost both games. They lost both games. 32-14 and 27-22. That was their season to me, right there. They had a chance to get that going. You know what I mean? Put something together. They gave up the game against the Patriots at the end. I can't count on the defense. I can't count on the coaching. I can't count on Lamar. I can't count on Zay Flowers. I can't count on Derrick Henry, who has fumbleitis. Who can I count on? I can't count on anybody. I've been picking the Ravens for 3 years. No mas. I'm not going to do it to myself anymore. I can't. I'm expecting everything to come together all of a sudden after everything has been awful all year long. When have they played great? They had that one game, a 24-0 shutout. Oh, yeah, they got it back together or whatever. Dude, I'm not buying the Ravens.
Listen, Rob, I'm not mad at you by that. They're not the Ravens that you and I hope they would be,
they have
preseason.
They have a tremendous roster when you look at the roster.
I completely get that. And again, one of the big components for me is that this is one of the rare seasons where, again, a Tom Brady is not sitting there with the Patriots.
I get that. I get that point, but
so it's like if they went up against the Jags, if they marched up against them, if they marched up against the Texans, very great defense. Texans are incredible defense.
But I think you're looking at it and I hear you, but you're looking at it at the Lamar playing MVP football like that. Like you're
if I was looking at fully like that, I'd pick them. them.
But I'm saying if Lamar was playing really good, then I would buy that. Go look at his numbers, Kelvin. He's not close to what he was a year ago, and he got off to a great start the first 3 or 4 games. He put up 40 points in Buffalo to start the season, and they lost. And do you trust John Harbaugh and his game plans? I don't. I don't trust it.
The thing for me, Rob, is again, if the way their team is set up, I hope you brought it up earlier. If John Harbaugh uses his brain, realizes I have a 6'2" monster back there, and runs the ball, and if Lamar Jackson, taking a week off or so, has gotten a little bit healthier, realizes that he can run the ball a little bit more, or that he can, again, if they don't shoot themselves in the foot. How many games you and I talk about this? Should they have won lively catching the ball? They got a couple of games where he didn't fumble in the end zone, or they could rule it not a catch. You got Zay Flowers. If he catches the ball, and they could win some games. They have had some games that they could be sitting here automatically in the postseason, let alone needing to win, because maybe they're sitting here at 11 and, it would ultimately a chance to be 11-6. So I'm saying this season in particular, the way the AFC is set up, the way Lamar is still that talented, and the way Derrick Henry is, if they can just get in, that I wouldn't want to play that. Oh, shoot. I got to play that guy?
Yeah, that's what everybody said last year with the Lakers and LeBron and Luka. Oh, you don't want to.
Okay, Lamar Jackson is not 72 years old.
You don't want to see those guys. No, I'm just saying.
Lamar Jackson is not 75 pounds overweight, okay?
That was off a rep, though, is all I'm saying. And this is off a Lamar rep, not how he's playing now. If you go look at his game logs recently, there's no reason for me to believe that he's going to come out and throw 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, have 150 quarterback rating or whatever it is. I just don't see that. I would be stunned. That is all I'm saying. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Kelvin is all in on the Ravens. They can make a what? You said they can make a run if they.
You put too many L's in that all, Rob. There's a few too many L's.
I'm not buying the Ravens. I think they lose to Pittsburgh. I just think the season that they've had does not convince me that they're going to flip the switch and beat a team that we thought they would be when the season started. We want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox. You in or out on the Ravens, and why? It is the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio, and you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Because in the great words of Eddie Murphy, Merry New Year in the US of A.
Apparently, LeBron don't get the kind of love because he's finished right now 15th in NBA All-Star voting behind such superstars as Trailblazers forward Denny Avdija.
Gesundheit. Who is right?
Who? So if the voting ended today, they have this weird process. Maybe he gets in, maybe he doesn't. But the idea that LeBron James could not be voted in the NBA All-Star game for the first time in over 20 years, very real.
I got a message for LeBron James. Is this on?
It's on.
LeBron James, give the fans a middle finger.
Oh, my.
And if they do, you somehow get in, like by the skin of your teeth, do not show up. Do not partake. How dare they disrespect you in what could possibly be your last year? This is just an exhibition. This ain't no real basketball. It's an exhibition. And worse, it's in Los Angeles, the All-Star game. I know it's in Intuit Dome, right? But it's in Los Angeles. So fans couldn't look at this and go, well, this could be his last one. It's in L.A. Let's, do this for his lifetime achievement. It ain't like that. If this was, we put the best numbers in the computer and they give you a number and those are the people who make the All-Star, then fine. He doesn't belong there. An exhibition game? Do you know that when Magic Johnson wasn't in the league put Magic Johnson in the All-Star game? I covered it.
Mm-hmm. Was that 96?
In Orlando.
Oh, you're talking about the 93. Yeah.
After the HIV.
Yep.
But my point is, if you're LeBron, you should not really be thrilled about how this is transpired, because it ain't that real. And the idea that they're really going to vote, who's the guy you just said, Rob G, who's ahead of him? Seriously.
Something Jukovic, Danovich.
Yeah, from Portland.
I don't know.
Well, but you get my point. Like, really? Is that what we are? Come on, man. So if I'm LeBron James, no matter what, if I skin of my teeth or whatever, do not NOT participate. Thank you very much for being this disrespectful after all these years. Yes, I'm here telling LeBron James, do not partake in the All-Star game.
First of all, what in the world are you doing defending LeBron? I take a few days off, and I don't know who you are. The heck? Is this thing on? Is that Rob Parker next to me? What is going on? I'll say this. This is what I don't even know what we're doing right now. You say I don't ever talk about LeBron. Wrong. Dang it. If this can happen to Michael Jordan, this can happen to LeBron. This happened to Michael Jordan. The fans did not vote him in. Of course, the coaches put him in, and they throw him in the game. And Vince Carter, Isaiah Thomas has to convince him, hey, Vince, come on, man. Michael Jordan's last game, let him start. Okay, cool, no problem, And he let him start. My point is, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, and it happened to him. LeBron, and you know how I feel about him, he ain't that, and this can happen to him. It's possible for anybody. So, to me, I don't view it as a indictment on the fans. I think it's just where we are. He's missed a bunch of games already this season, I think 14 of them.
Did you hear the difference between the person that you mentioned in place of Michael Jordan compared to the guy who's in front of him now from Portland, from the Trailblazers?
I did.
Okay. I
did.
Okay.
And neither one of us, if we played who he played for, could name him again.
Okay. I can't remember. I don't know his name. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It's crazy.
That's my point.
I agree. And maybe if he played all the games, we might be having a different thing because you've seen more. Maybe there's more plays. You can remember, that dunk, he did this. But I don't take it as an big indictment. But what I think is going to happen, where I kind of will meet you halfway, I think LeBron might announce retirement at the All-Star game. That would be LeBron of LeBron. To go, be a little disgruntled, didn't get voted in by the fans after all I've done for you, 20-something seasons, this is what I am, and then to take the moment. Hey, LeBron, we're not starting, you're not playing the game right now, but what an honor, you're in, the coaches put you in. Interviewing him, so many years, and I could totally see him saying, yeah, I appreciate the fans here to let the young boys do what they do. And by the way, it's good because this is going to be my last one. It is Fox Sports Radio. We are the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on the Funky Flashback Friday. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. We are on there. You can watch us as we simulcast the show. Make sure you go check it out right now. If you say how, I'll tell you how. All you got to do is go to Fox Sports Radio YouTube, search Odd Couple FSR, Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. When you're there, subscribe, like, share, pass along, comment away, all that good stuff. Maybe we'll read some comments with Lee a little bit later on in the show, so we appreciate it. Go check out the Odd Couple FSR on YouTube, as always. Coming up later in the hour, as usual, play of the day, Shekel City as well. Plus getting you ready for some college football conversations coming up in a little bit as well. All right, so we were talking Ravens, Steelers, going to be a big one coming up this Sunday night to be specific, 877-99 on Fox. I was simply saying, hey, the way the Ravens are still built, and Lamar being Lamar and Derrick Henry, if they get into the postseason with no behemoth sitting there in the AFC, maybe, just maybe, they can sneak a win or so. Rob says, no way, no how. What say you? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, let's kick it off. Here we go. With Shaun in Wisconsin. Shaun, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, my man?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Happy New Year.
What's up, man? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So I just
Merry
wanted
New
to say,
Year!
Merry New Year. I think the Steelers are going to win. I think the Ravens are going to lose. And honestly, I don't think it matters who wins. I think they're both going to lose in the first round.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
Fair. I mean, I don't think.
Look, I don't think. Yeah.
But the idea, why don't you believe in the Ravens? That's really what we're trying to get to.
Because Lamar Jackson just don't look like the Lamar Jackson that we've become accustomed.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't. He really. And Lee DeLapp, can you look up Lamar's numbers? Seriously, his last 4 or 5 games. Kelvin, you've seen him. I don't have him in front of me.
I'm a Ravens fan, too, so it's not even me hating on him. I'm a Ravens fan.
I picked the Ravens, too. You know what I mean? For me, and I never did to go off my pick when they have a chance. I could be like, oh, I'm all about the Ravens.
Yeah.
Let they get in, and now they're going to run the table. Man, I just can't see it. They've been so bad in so many areas. Thanks, Shaun. Appreciate the call.
You, Shaun.
No doubt.
You're welcome.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. How about Albert in Riverside, California? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Albert?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
Hey, to me, I'm doing good. To me, the Ravens, they're not going to go far in the playoffs, but I think they will beat Pittsburgh this weekend because the Steelers cost themselves with that loss in Cleveland and not having DK Metcalf, because you saw against Cleveland,
he cost himself,
They couldn't score anything. So I think against the Ravens defense, I think it's going to be tough for them. And Lamar will do just enough to win this game.
I'm going to tell you the part,
up and down.
Albert, that people don't factor in, and I'm not making an excuse. The Steelers had lost like 4 in a row or 4 out of 5 in Cleveland. Like sometimes division rivals, it doesn't matter who comes in, what the story is. They just have something over them. And that game was so weird, so many calls, plays. I'm still just not buying into the Ravens, but I hear your point.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this: the DK Metcalf thing, is that a thing? Because without him, like I said, they have no receiving core that you can trust out there for Rodgers to throw the football to.
Yeah, I look at what they did against the Lions with those explosive plays, and I think that's where the Steelers want to be. And I'm not saying that not having DK Metcalf is a good thing. It's a bad thing. But the way the Ravens implode and do things to themselves, Kelvin, thanks for the call, Albert. That's what bothers me with them, is that I don't believe I can trust them.
Listen, I ain't saying it like they're one of the trustworthy kids in your house that you can trust with the keys. But I will say, when we're talking about the Steelers, I think you are underselling DK Metcalf's. Just the threat of him. Even if he only had 2 catches, the threat of him going deep, the fact of him running full speed down the field, what it does to safeties, what it does to linebackers, having to keep an eye on them, and losing that when you don't really have. It's not like they have him and George Pickens or something where you're like, all right, great, we still got that guy. That's a massive blow for a team that's very iffy with running the ball. They're not the Steelers of old, and we'll have more of a conversation of them on the other side of trending. Go ahead.
And we're going to take more phone calls. 877-99 on Fox. Hold on. We'll get caught up with Steve, but
yep,
we'll
take some more
of your
calls too.
Yep.
877-99 on Fox. Let's hit it. You mentioned it. Steve DeSager getting us set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hello, let's start with the NFL news. The Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt will play Sunday night in the season finale against the Ravens. He missed the last 3 games after the lung injury. He returned to full practice today. Baltimore gave nose tackle John Jenkins a 1-year extension. Quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced fully again after the bad back. Quarterback Josh Allen of the Bills returned to limited practice and should start in the finale Sunday. Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy will start after a broken hand. He's practiced fully the past 2 days now. Running back Devon Achane, doubtful for the Dolphins with a shoulder injury. He's missed practice all week. Dallas running back Javonte Williams out this weekend with shoulder and neck injuries, and teammate running back Malik Davis is out with an eye injury. Cincinnati running back Chase Brown returned to full practice after illness. Running back for the Chargers, Omarion Hampton is out this weekend with an ankle injury, and his quarterback Justin Herbert will not play. Saints wide receiver Chris Olave is officially out due to illness. Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert out with a knee injury. The Rams will play their starters on Sunday regardless of the results of other games. Wide receiver Devontae Adams of LA was limited in practice with his bad hamstring. 4 bowl games in college football, including from San Diego tonight on Fox TV. Kickoff in about a half an hour. The Holiday Bowl, 17th ranked Arizona against SMU. In Charlotte in a half an hour, 5-7 Mississippi State versus Wake Forest. Today in Fort Worth, it was Texas State over Rice, 41-10. Tonight in Memphis at the Liberty Bowl, it's now Navy 28-13 over Cincinnati. About 7 minutes to go in this game. Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons will transfer reportedly to Missouri. He began the season as the starter for Mississippi. The playoff semifinals are next Thursday and Friday. Thursday, it's Ole Miss against Miami in Arizona. In the NBA, Karl Anthony Towns out for the next home game that's about to start against Atlanta. Illness the problem. San Antonio's at Indiana. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs out with the hyperextended knee. One of the late games has Golden State hosting Oklahoma City. The Warriors' Steph Curry out with an ankle injury. Jimmy Butler was listed as doubtful due to illness. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you so much. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a funky Flashback Friday. Thanks for hanging out and rocking with your boys as always. We appreciate it. Rob, you want to take a couple more calls before kind of same game but pivot a little bit?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll take a couple more, and then you can wrap up this segment a little bit about the Pittsburgh and what potentially could happen here. But we got a few more to get to. Jake in Kansas City, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jake?
Hey, what's up, guys? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, brother.
Yeah, if you watch the Colts this first half of the season, you can see a subpar quarterback behind a great offensive line can turn into a good quarterback, but the Ravens got the other equation going. They've got a good quarterback behind a subpar offensive line.
That's true.
If they can't protect him during the regular season, what's going to happen when them exotic blitzes and coverages that he hasn't seen all year is going to happen? It's win or go home, and heck, they couldn't protect him, and now that he's injured, it's probably going to be even worse, and that's why they're going to be one and done.
Okay, I got
appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. David in Baltimore, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, David?
Hi, good evening. Thanks for taking my call. Happy New Year. How are you?
You too.
Happy New Year to you.
Well, I'm a lifelong Baltimore Ravens fan. I've lived in Baltimore my whole life, and season ticket holder since the very beginning. I'm actually going up to the game.
Awesome.
And it's very rare in life that no matter what happens, it's perfect. But either the Ravens are going to win and go to the playoffs as a 4 seed, where they've won the Super Bowl twice as a 4 seed, or I almost argue it's better, they lose and John Harbaugh finally gets fired.
Hey.
For 10 years, I've been advocating. For 10 years, I've been advocating for John Harbaugh to get fired, and it hasn't happened. And I believe if they lose on Sunday, it will.
And you know what, David? As you know, I'm on that bandwagon with you. I'm just enough is enough already. How many great seasons have to end with major disappointments, Kelvin?
Agreed.
In the postseason. Every year you look at them and go, oh, they can make a run. Oh, look, they got everything. They added Derrick Henry. I don't never remember Derrick Henry as being a fumbler. Now he fumbles all the time.
Right.
100%. And it's also, I think the locker room is just tired of the same messaging.
Yep.
I think Harbaugh's messaging has gotten stale. I just think they need new life. They need a new voice. I think they've got a lot of talent, but I'm so tired of the ridiculous go for it on fourth down and not get it, the ridiculous coaches challenge, the poor clock management.
Bad.
And honestly, it's just so many things. And honestly, I think there's some really talented coaches out there. Like, for example, if we lose on Sunday, I'd be calling up the head coach of Indiana and offering him a job because I think that guy wins wherever he goes.
Well, I don't think he's going to necessarily leave, but I get your
David,
point.
great call in that he's like one of these fans saying, Kelvin, I'm almost, if I want my team to lose almost so we can get away from John Harbaugh. There are people like that knowing that if they win, then you make yourself another excuse on why to keep John Harbaugh, and then they get knocked out in the first round, the first game.
Right,
then you
and
go,
then
you're right back to where you are.
Well, what about the other side of this, Rob? Are we looking at a case where the fans in Pittsburgh, the fans in Baltimore maybe feel the same way, meaning, great, obviously, all right, cool, we get in the playoffs, you got a shot, you never know. But if we lose, maybe this could be the end for our coach because the same thing could be a question on the other side. You and I have talked about it with Mike Tomlin. After 19 seasons, which is an amazing run, especially in this day and age of sports where we've seen coaches of the year or coaches be heralded and be, kind of go from first to worst and get fired the next season. So Mike Tomlin, I'm wondering the same thing. His playoff record is – let me just throw it – go ahead.
No, the only thing I was going to say with – the Tomlin thing, it's the organization because they've had 3 coaches in 60 years. So I get it, and he hasn't had a losing record, but they don't fire coaches. That's what.
Okay, so let me throw this at you. You're right. There's no debating that. That's a fact. Put an exclamation point. We know that. But the question becomes, what becomes fireable? How many seasons of not producing, not being where you want to be becomes the question. He's 8-11 in postseason games. You look at his predecessors. Bill Cowher was 12-9. Chuck Noll was 16-8. So you start to say, dang, it's not even like we're 500 in the playoff, Rob. If I told you, I've looked these numbers up, but if you'd have told me a couple years ago, I'd be shocked at that. I thought, he's 11-8, 500. 8-11 in the playoffs for Mike Tomlin is kind of shocking for a blue blood of the NFL. And how many times are you going to keep making excuses where you're like, well, hey, at least we're above 500. Hey, we didn't have a losing season. Hey, well, at least we got to the postseason. And I also think what could be concerning is that if you were to lose, you don't make the postseason. And now if Aaron Rodgers says, hey, man, I had a good run, but gave it a good shot, I'm going to call it a career, there's no contingency plan, So if you're sitting there, you're like, all right, we got Mike Tomlin. We love him. We believe in him. He's been our guy. And thankfully, we got this young quarterback. Maybe even if it was, I don't think he's been great, but say it's J.J. McCarthy or something where you're like, we got our guy, he's young, but we're going to be even better next year. They don't have that at all. And so that's also what makes this pretty damning is that there's no plan.
I
so
think
if he doesn't make the postseason, Rob, like what's the goal? What's the angle? Where's the optimism?
But I don't think if you think they don't have any kind of plan as far as going forward, I'm not saying the guys in house. But I'm sure that they have to have some names and people that.
Why though? Why do you believe that? Because we've seen plenty of organizations not have one for decades.
Because I think the Steelers, even with where they are, and they've tried. They've drafted people, quarterbacks. They didn't work out. They weren't good. Like it's not like they didn't draft people.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you don't have, I get what you're saying. They have.
It's not like they haven't. Like they just went without a quarterback. Go look at Mason Rudolph. Those guys, they just didn't work. Like they drafted guys.
And part of the not working is that they've not been good with offense for a decade, right? Since the last little bit that they had of good Ben Roethlisberger.
But I'm just saying they've tried to bring in their own guy and get a quarterback in the draft or whatever. It just hasn't worked. And they haven't. And you're right. That's like their glaring thing. As
and
good
it's
as
just
their
the
defense
weirdest
is.
thing. Yeah, and the defense is supposed to be good. It's not that great this year. They run the ball. Jerome Bettis ain't walking through that door. Le'Veon Bell in his prime ain't walking through that door. They haven't run the ball well. And so
Except
to me,
against
again,
the Lions where they ran for 230 yards.
They all of a sudden they look like
I'm just saying.
You're right. They look like the return of Jim Brown was out there.
That was the biggest game of the year, and they ran for because they.
Now it would be this Sunday.
If they didn't win that game and then lost in Cleveland, it'd be a wrap. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like that Lions game was the huge game.
But I'm wondering, are we looking at a situation where if they lose, now you can do the whole, well, we didn't make the postseason, right? Now you can kind of check that box that he had in his favor. Now you say, well, we didn't make the postseason. We didn't look that great. Aaron Rodgers, does he retire? Does he move on? Meaning, if that's the guy you kind of hit your wagon to, Mike Tomlin, and it doesn't go great, do you mess around and lose both of them? Hey, we're ready to move on after 19 seasons is incredible. Like, there may be a mutual parting of ways. Like, nobody's mad at you. We had a great run. We got a couple Super Bowl appearances. We got one ring out of it, and let's move on. And then Aaron Rodgers, who is his bro, would likely retire. I mean, where do they go? That's just the biggest thing for me, Rob, is that I just don't see the future where you're like, oh, looks good because they got this, Jaden Daniels that I know he was nicked up, but dang it, we got him moving forward. Or, we got this other young guy. Oh, we got our Bo Nix or our Drake May that's going to be better. I don't see any bright spots with them. And I see the same thing why I was saying this last summer or last offseason. It looks like to me they're going to look the same next season. Now they have an offseason to prove me wrong, but it just doesn't look like an inspiring team. And at what point do they say we had a great run?
Okay, so let me ask you: if they beat the Ravens, win the division, and win a playoff game, then what would be your take on the Steelers?
It would be the same.
Okay,
just in that I don't look at this team.
It wouldn't be the same. Aaron Rodgers as the starting quarterback for the Steelers was 9-5. So you can look at it and say it's the same as Russell Wilson. It's not. You're not being genuine. He's
no, I really am.
He's 9-5, and I'm just saying if they win the game and they win the division, no way you thought they would win the division. And if they get into the playoffs, they would host a playoff game. Say the Chargers come in and they beat them on a cold weather game, a defensive struggle, and they win that game. Then their season is a success as far as what they wanted. Because I told you the whole way through, all they wanted was a competent quarterback and a chance to win a playoff game. And I think that's what they're vying for. If that happens, Mike Tomlin's not going anywhere. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. Because my point would be they haven't looked good. They haven't looked great in quite some time. They haven't looked like, for instance,
there's no way they're making a change with a coach if you go and win a playoff game.
We see what Vrabel and the Patriots have become. You see what Peyton has done with the Broncos. You see what Ryans has done with the Texans. You see what Cohen has done with the Jags. And like you're like, oh shoot, these teams are good. These teams are coming.
The Texans didn't even make the playoffs last year. What do you?
Right, they in 3 seasons they made the postseason now twice. They look great this year. The last 8 weeks, 8 in a row. You have something to be yes. The Steelers look, in my opinion, the same, and there's just no life there, and that's why I'm like, when do you pull the plug? It's a real question. I'm really asking. When is enough to go? Let's just move on.
I just don't see that. I think if they go to the win the division and win a playoff game.
So then let me do a Rob Parker.
It's going to be the same exact. It's going to be the same exact thing where they'll try it again next year, try to add some other pieces.
So why not move on? Rob Parker would say that about other.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, I'm going to tell you why. Because that's how the Denver Broncos, they won a Super Bowl. The Denver Broncos won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. Go look at that team before and after. It wasn't a great team. Peyton Manning was the quarterback. They got their Super Bowl out of it, and then they moved on. Those people aren't still there.
Peyton Manning set records with touchdowns.
No, not the year that he won the Super Bowl. He got benched.
So what I'm saying is, you saw, oh man, look at this. We're on the way.
Not that year.
He got benched. And then their defense was all right. And then their defense was one of the better ones in the last 20 years.
They weren't even favored in that Super Bowl. They played great, and they beat Cam Newton and the turnovers there, and they did. It was the defense. Peyton Manning threw for 120 yards.
This team, and this is where we just disagree. They look like the same team.
It's not the same team as a year ago. 877-99 on Fox is our number. It is the Odd Couple. Coming up, we got a little.
You smiling. I know how you feel. Okay.
You already know.
I already know. Look at you. So happy you can't even talk.
A little Shekel City coming up. That and much more. It is the Odd Couple. Stick and stay.
Because Rob Parker possibly could be undefeated in the US of A.
Oh, snap. some college coaches saying it ain't really fair what's going on in college right now.
Yeah, this is the gift that keeps on giving in the world of college sports. This all kind of started years ago, to be honest, but this really has hit a crest in the last week and a half. And that is because on Christmas Eve, Baylor announced that they would be signing the 31st pick in the 2023 NBA draft, a young man by the name of James Nagy, to their active roster. The reason why this is important is because even though Nagy was drafted 31st overall, he played in the NBA Summer League. In fact, he was part of the Karl Anthony Towns trade that sent him to the Knicks. He never actually played in an NBA game, and he spent the last 5 years instead playing in the EuroLeague, which means in a roundabout way, because he never actually played in the NBA, he is eligible, maintains his eligibility to play in college. This has led a number of college coaches to get real up in arms about it. Last week, it was Tom Izzo. Earlier today, it was John Calipari. Take a listen to Coach Cal on the subject.
Well, look, I don't blame coaches. You know, I've got friends that are playing with 27-year-olds and they feel bad. I said, don't feel bad. We don't have any rules. Why should you feel bad? But let me give you this. Real simple. The rules be's the rules. So if you put your name in the draft, I don't care if you're from Russia, and you stay in the draft, you can't play college basketball. Well, that's only for American kids. What? If your name is in that draft and you got drafted, you can't play because that's our rule. Yeah, but that's only for American kids. Okay, now, here's the next lawsuit. Well, we don't have a say over European players. You do if they're playing in college basketball. So that means you don't have a say over high school kids. So whatever a high school kid does before he comes here, don't you do one thing, because there's a suit. Because what you're saying is, if he's in Europe, we don't have the same rules.
All right, Rob, do you have an update from the
Yeah, so this clip obviously went viral. We'll get to here in a second. But in the wake of this, the NCAA has released a statement with regards to the whole situation. NCAA President Charlie Baker says in part, quote, the NCAA has not and will not grant eligibility to any prospective or returning student athletes who have signed an NBA contract. This includes a two-way contract. Somehow, some way, Najee's in the gray area where he got neither, so he's eligible.
Okay, and I'm going to say this, Kelvin. These coaches are such hypocrites. They really are. And what they used to do to kids was they used to punish kids who wanted to enter the draft, even if they didn't have an agent or even if they didn't get drafted. You know what they used to tell those kids? Tough luck. You cannot come back to college basketball. Why not? They didn't have an agent and they weren't drafted. They thought their stock was higher. They didn't get drafted. Why shouldn't you be able to come back? It was punishment. It was trying to scare the kids from trying to better themselves and taking a chance in life. And now the whole idea is to punish. This kid hasn't played. You could play around the NBA. When you go look in the NBA stats and ask a guy, does he get an NBA pension? Does he get an NBA pension?
I would assume not.
No, he hasn't played in the NBA. There's a lot of guys who played in summer league and they wore a uniform. They didn't play in the league. I hate to break it to you. I don't remember these guys, Tom Izzo and all these other people, coaches doing all the stuff that they do, all the money that they've made. I don't remember John Calipari being so worked up that Rick Pitino School had prostitutes in the dorm and all that other stuff and all the other penalties and punishment for those. I don't remember those press conferences. I don't remember them coming out and saying this is awful. The reason that college basketball is where they are is because of greed. They never wanted to share with the players. They used to penalize players. Who penalizes a kid who wants to go back to college? He wasn't drafted. Oh no. How dare you put yourself in the draft, right? How dare you? You're not coming back here. What? That's education? That we're denying kids a chance to come back to college? I'm sorry. That's why I understand this. And the NCAA, they would have a problem, especially with NIL and money now that they give people to deny this kid a chance to play. They would lose because he hadn't signed an NBA contract. And that's what the rules say, that this is not before where if you just – he's talking about old rules. Those were the old rules. So I don't have an issue with it, the NCAA. I think if they finally got it right and they understand where they are. This is not amateur sport.
What a great movie, Trading Places. It's actually playing. They're playing it a lot right now for some reason. It's The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky flashback Friday. Sounds provided by DJ Ali Alex. Oh, yeah. We got a great show still lined up for you. A whole lot to do on the other side. Don't forget we got next hour, I should say, Shaun King, former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio, NFL analyst. And also the last hour we will have Lamarr Mitchell. We'll get some info on all the games if you're placing some wagers. We'll do that in a little bit. Right now it's time for Play of the Day.
47-yard effort for Lucas Carnero. Transfer from Western Kentucky in his first year at Ole Miss. Georgia's trying to block it. There's the kick, and it's on its way, and it's got the distance, and it's through the upright. The Rebels have taken the lead.
Wow.
Big field goal from Ole Miss as they would go on to win and beat Georgia. That was Learfield Radio.
I didn't know I was on the radio broadcast. Did you hear
I do that?
What you doing on that? Trying to get a check anywhere you can, huh? That's the Tire Rack Play of the Day. Brought to you by Tire Rack, and for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. That's right, they'll come to you. TireRack.com, it is the way tire buying should be. All right, Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
And, of course, we did a reset. Kelvin, you weren't here for the start of the new year.
This is Elijah, HRU.
No, Alex,
what are we doing?
Alex approved this. It's the new start of the new year, January 1st.
So, wait, what was the start of the last one?
The other one was the start of football season in September. So those we go kind of like football season. Okay. So we got the new one. So, of course, last night, Alex, you ready? Kelvin, you ready?
All right, what'd we do?
3-0 on January 1st. 3-0. What a start.
Like it.
I'm feeling good. Whoop-de-damn-do is right.
Whoop-de-damn-do.
All right, here we go tonight. I'm going to take the Lakers minus 4.5 hosting the Grizzlies.
Who, me?
In Los Angeles as my best bet.
Okay.
I got the Kings plus 13.5. So many bad games in the NBA.
Sheesh.
Plus 13.5.
They suck.
They're in Phoenix taking on the Suns. And Steph and a couple other people aren't playing for the Golden State Warriors tonight.
Yep.
I got OKC minus 13.5.
Horrible, and really bad.
That's right. Thank you, Charles, in San Francisco. So again, Lakers minus 4.5 over the Grizzlies. OKC minus 13.5 at Golden State in San Francisco. And the Siberia Kings plus 13.5 in the desert taking on the Suns.
I ain't paying for that.
And I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
Well, since we just reset, and I would like to reset and say I never said the Lions are going to make the playoffs. Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with one and a half of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice.
And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King.
The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun.
I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
We are just 5 minutes away from kickoff of the Holiday Bowl in San Diego on Fox TV. 17th ranked Arizona against SMU. Texas State and Navy have already won bowl games. About to start Mississippi State 5-7 in a bowl game in Charlotte against Wake Forest. Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons will transfer reportedly to Missouri. He began the season as the starter. Ole Miss Thursday against Miami in Arizona. Playoff semifinals Thursday. And then Friday, number one won Indiana against Oregon in Atlanta. Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt will play Sunday night, missing the last 3 games after a lung injury. He returned to full practice today. Running back Devon Achane doubtful for the Dolphins with a shoulder injury. He's missed practice all week. Dallas running back Javonte Williams out with shoulder and neck injuries. And tonight for Golden State, Steph Curry out with an ankle injury. Jimmy Butler out due to illness.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number 2 on a funky flashback Friday, January 2nd, 2026. Alex, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Only 8 days from my birthday.
That's
Unbelievable.
Oh, snap. What you doing? Taking it easy? Doing a party? What you doing?
I did all the big party was a couple years ago. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I know. But what up? What you doing this year?
Just take a little small trip, nothing major. But I'm
Okay.
another birthday coming. I'm very thankful.
So let me do the math. That's so your birthday's on a Saturday this
Saturday,
year.
yeah.
Woo, Saturday birthday. You gotta do something, bro.
I might go get drunk. Lee, what do you think? No?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Some people get a birthday weekend. I think you get a birthday year.
Yeah, I know when I hear people do that. Oh, it's my birthday week, my birthday month.
Oh man,
I'm
listen,
like women will do that. It's my
women
birthday
will work month you to death.
Right. It's my birthday month. I'm like, Mom.
Relax.
All I want to do is just chill out, have a good time. I had the big birthday for the 60th, so I'm good. You know what I mean? Seriously, I had
I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if I buy it, Rob. I'm not saying you're doing a
I
full
had a
blowout, but
glizzy
you're
in
doing
my
something.
mouth.
You're too planned. You're too calculated. You got something up your sleeve.
No,
Alex, I know
I'm
you
just
feel
gonna
me.
kick it, K-Dot. Have the missus come through,
Yeah, I already know him. I'm gonna go get a steak.
Baked
my
potato.
favorite baked potato, maybe broccoli because I'm a little healthy.
I don't know about that. Spinach.
Some
maybe.
iceberg lettuce.
No, I'm doing better than that.
K-Dot, don't you listen to me? It's butter lettuce now.
It's butter.
Hey, I'm gonna go get a pack of 12 cupcakes and bring y'all 4 and eat another one. So really, y'all only have 3.
I can't believe that. So Elijah posted that on social media. People are just all over the map with that. Alex.
You're wild.
That's my kind of repost. That's why I reposted. I don't want to hear no take about Bo Nix. That's what I want. I want to hear Rob Parker telling us how he's bringing us cupcakes.
God.
Brings in 6, Alex, and takes another one. So that means you ate 7 of the 12, Rob.
7 in under 24 hours.
It's crazy.
But they were good. Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Oh God, it's right.
I woke up with one on the side of my cheek. I had to eat it.
One was
It
stuck
was
to my
there.
mouth.
Stop. And I'm
If
not
I
saying
didn't
the
eat it, who was
cupcake.
gonna eat it?
And Kelvin, the stuck to my back wasn't the cupcake. Oh God. It's my
I left
birthday
for
week.
one too. I left for one right on the nightstand. What are you, Derek Jeter?
Come here, Schnookums.
With a parting gift. A parting gift. That's it.
Snookums is
That's
crazy.
why what Rob's favorite is. Come here, Schnookums.
Come here, Snookum.
Boobala.
Oh, that's funny.
Boobala.
Boobala. Yeah, you do be Boobala.
Wow.
That's right, Boobala. All right, hey, be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. You're probably watching this right now as we speak.
right.
We're live on YouTube. That's right. Simulcast, radio, and the video of the two of us. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't stop there. Hit a thumbs up icon and comment away. Let us know which one of us is more odd. We kind of know
Kelvin Washington.
There you go. Check
Alex,
us out
come
on
on.
YouTube. And watch us live right now, right here. And just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget, we'll be down with the King in about 25 minutes. That's right, Shaun King, the former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst. And I do want to say, we got a nice compliment about our show. I sent it to Alex. You don't have that, do you still? Or no? It was in your phone. But
I think so. Let me check real quick.
It was nice. And
Okay.
I sent it along to Alex.
Yes, I have it.
Yeah, just read it real quick.
So shout outs to Craig Wheeler. He said, "Hi, Rob, and Merry New Year. I'm a big fan of your show, and you constantly crack me up. The sound drops are a thing of beauty." Well, thank you, Craig. "And wish you all the best and continued success."
Very nice.
Hey, that doesn't sound like a compliment to our show. It's like a compliment to you. I came bringing you a compliment to the show, even though it was all pointed at me from Phil at the dentist's office today. Dang it. I want some more me in your compliments.
It was a compliment to Alex, not really me. It was about the drop.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
Well, thank you, K-Dot.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. But
no, hey, people have told you, man. People love the show, brother, man. Thank you to everybody.
No,
man.
everybody.
Who was that Tim that called and Dagner had me in tears yesterday? Was that yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
Tim called, man. That was shout out to Tim. Hopefully he's listening. And all the other thousands
that was a really nice one.
Also, Chris on Christmas called in. Or Brandon. It was Brandon that called and said how he has no family, so he was really thankful.
Yes, that was on Christmas. That was very nice. And we appreciate the Odd Couple listeners, the Odd Couple Odd Mob on YouTube. Yep. I don't know, Lee. Scour and see if they're on the YouTube, if there's any comments you want to jump in with us later on. All right, let's go here. And you got a problem.
I do.
With Ole Miss and the whole Lane Kiffin
I got some smoke,
separation.
Bro.
What's your smoke?
My smoke is with always dipping Lane Kiffin. Now, listen, you and I argued, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, whenever the whole thing broke out between him dipping on Ole Miss and going to LSU. And my take was simply, dude, the grass ain't always greener. He is the most grass look greener person I know. Rosy color glasses, everything. Hey, Lewis looks right there, looks great there, looks great there. You know the track record. Dipping on Tennessee after year, right? Going to USC, screwing that whole program over, getting them in more sanctions and all of that messed up with NCAA, getting fired on the tarmac. I can go on and on and on. And the thing about this Ole Miss, you came there, to his credit. You worked hard, turned this program around, got him in a good position, and then you dip again for more money, greener pasture, maybe, heavy on the maybe, perceive more opportunities at LSU. I understand it's LSU. It is a blue blood. But you're literally there. You have a chance, which would have had he been there, to go to the NCAA championship, college football championship. You never know what can happen. Now, it's one thing if you move on, right? Fine. You want to move on. You're going to another school in SEC, which is why Ole Miss is like, nah, bro, we're not going to let you coach through the playoffs. We'll move on. Then you have the nerve to call ESPN and say, hey, you want me on the show? Hey, can I come on the show? Hey, while you're during the broadcast of the Ole Miss Georgia game, I can be there. I can be there. It ain't about you no more. Move on, sir. Go to Louisiana State University. Go do your thing there. Don't try to pop up on the daggone channel while my team is playing, while we're competing hard, while we're trying to win some games and make it about this school, our new coach. We're trying to make it about us. And here you go, always, just like Suge Knight said about Diddy, trying to have a producer all in the video, dancing in the videos. That's Lane Kiffin. Go away. And I love that the smoke he got from some of his ex-players. When he was like, oh, it's so hard, I didn't want to leave and all that stuff, the players were like, hey, man, we don't know about none of that. We said, go ahead, get up out of here. We wasn't begging you and crying to stay. And now you got some more of his own players, former players, talking about him. One of the defensive tackles, Xavier Harris, said, and I quote, it was a slap in the face the way he played us trying to leave. And he goes on to say, I feel like he's trolling us. He's trying to steal the shine, trying to steal the spotlight from us. So I'm just over Lane Kiffin. I'm rooting for Ole Miss because I hope they mess around and win this national championship. And he ain't a part of it, and he goes to LSU. Yeah, he wins games. He's there, but never wins a championship, never gets to a title game, and Ole Miss will have one, and that they can say, we did this without you, bro.
So you got Ole Miss winning the national championship? Is that what you got?
No, I got Indiana winning it, but I'm rooting for Ole Miss. Indiana's winning it, but I'm rooting for Ole Miss.
Okay, my point is the reason that Lane Kiffin is still relevant when it comes to Ole Miss is he's built Ole Miss. Are you kidding me? That program – if it wasn't for Lane Kiffin and the coaches that he brought in, he could have stripped the team of everything, taking the coaches with him. They're all going to LSU with him, and they're still there. So you act like he put it together. He recruited the players. He came up with the scheme, everything. He didn't just go to Ole Miss for 1 or 2 years. He was there for, I think, 6 years. He's been there. He put in the work.
Just to get there and quit, Rob?
Yes, because you don't pass up your dream job. You sit here, let me tell you something. Kelvin, you're so full of it. if they came along, how long you been at Spectrum now?
7 years.
All right. And if CBS said, come on, we're going to have you do the morning show, even though it's a bad network, we're going to have you do the morning show on CBS.
Network?
Yes. Don't tell me you're going to be there like, you're going to be like, I came to Spectrum. I'm not going, dude, stop it.
I'm sticking with Spectrum.
No, you're not. No, you are not.
Put some respect on our names,
no,
bro.
You are not.
7 years, we done took over L.A.
No,
you see me out here in these streets, winning awards, host of the year. You know that. Don't play with me.
That's the only reason, because they forced the channel when I turn off Spectrum, it automatically goes to Spectrum 1 in the morning. It's the most annoying thing in the world. Am I right, Lee?
Look at you. You're
Lee,
supposed to be supporting your boy. I wouldn't want to watch any other channel. Thank you, Lee. Tell him, Lee.
I love waking up to Kelvin.
Oh, man.
Tell him, Lee.
It's like he's laying right next to you. That's right, in the morning. I would
scoot over and move these cupcake crumbs out the bed.
I would throw up in my mouth if I have to wake up to you every morning. What? All I'm saying is you cannot look at Ole Miss and where they are and not give Lane Kiffin his credit. He's the one who built this over these last 6 years. He's the one who brought the players and the recruits. He's the one who hired the coaching staff. Come on, man. And I get it. The way college football is set up in a time schedule, sure, would he have loved to have waited and the coaching, carousel doesn't start until after? You know what I mean? After everything? Sure, he would have. He didn't develop this. This is not his way or what he wants. But LSU has to have their coach in place because of the transfer portal open today, and you got to get players. You got to have a coach in place. That's why people rush to go hire a coach rather than take their time, because you can't get players if you don't have a coach in place. It's not his fault. Why are you blaming? It's not Lane Kiffin.
Okay, I hear everything you're saying, and you and I both agree on the schedule.
It's not his. He didn't make the schedule.
But here's where I disagree. You don't have to. You can say the whole point of me being here and hiring and doing all this recruiting was to get to the point to compete for a national title championship.
They ain't winning no national championship, so you can go ahead with all that.
Why?
They're not.
The team that everybody will have is Georgia. Ohio State's out. It is literally wide open now. Now, I've said before this started that I thought Indiana, just because how great they've been the last 2 seasons and the way they beat Ohio State.
I'm not convinced Indiana's going to win.
Okay, ain't nobody going to win. According to you, Eastern Michigan going to win? South Central, Hampton, Compton, Connecticut, wherever you went to school.
Whatever.
Are they going to win this thing? My goodness. Indiana has a great shot. That's who I picked to win it, just based off opinion.
When did you pick this?
I've been saying it for the last 3-4 weeks. I just think there's really flawless. They got the best quarterback in college football. Defense is incredible.
I'm just saying.
But my point is, why do you? I don't understand why he had to go. If you're that great, which he has been, got this team up to a great situation,
Can you at least give him that he built this?
This isn't a knock that as if he's a whack coach. That's the point. You got here, you worked hard, you rebuilt your reputation. He's even admitted he had to go through some things, and he even admitted I needed Ole Miss as much as it needed me. He said that, his own words. Got there, rebuilt his image, rebuilt everything, rebuilt the program up, and now you got a chance to do this, and you leave when it's like building it all up for well, I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying. Doing all that and not finishing the job, if you know what I'm saying. What we doing here? And I just don't get that point of the rush to have to leave.
But
something would have been open next year.
There's an opportunity. LSU is one of those schools. Even Nick Saban went there. Like that's a school you want to go to. And he moved on and went to Nick Saban was at a number of schools. And if you can move on and get into a situation where the money's bigger, the people the people from that school, the athletes want to play there. There's a lot of things that
I hope he don't win. I hope he don't win.
And all those coaches are going to be right along with him because he's the one who brought them to Ole Miss.
And now they want to all stay because they technically
they're not staying
signing
after
day
the
is coming up.
They're not staying after the
No.
season.
I'm not talking about after the season. I'm saying they want to stay and do the whole ride to see, oh, shoot, maybe we might make the national championship game.
And then after they lose the next game, then that'll be the end of that conversation. We'll stop talking about
I hope
Ole
they
Miss.
see. Now you about to make me even say forget Indiana now and hope Ole Miss go ahead and get this thing done.
Yeah,
so I can say, ha, to Lane Kiffin, always dipping Kiffin, and then they can mess around and win, and he never win at LSU. And he can be good. He can get the college football playoff. He ain't going to win.
877-99 on Fox. Kelvin is tired of Lane Kiffin, even though he built the Ole Miss football team.
Then stick around and see if we gonna win, Rob.
All I'm going to say is I don't blame him. He should still be getting spotlight. It is his team. He developed them. He recruited them. It's his coaches.
Put me on the show, ESPN. Come on, Rob. That's crazy.
It ain't about Ole Miss. It's about Lane Kiffin. He's the bigger star in this. Who's the bigger star, Lane Kiffin or the football team of Ole Miss? 877-99 on Fox. It is the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
For the greatest callers in the US of A.
I'm rooting against Indiana. I'm rooting against this fraudulent underdog story that has been painted for Indiana. And here's the reason why.
Why?
Because they're not. This is not a real, oh, my God, Indiana is in a big college football game. They don't have any history. They're a basketball school, right? No
For
history.
sure.
You know that, even in the Big Ten all these years. Look at how much money they spent for players. $2 million for their quarterback alone, right, Rob G? $2 million for their quarterback. They use the transfer portal for getting players, and they've paid. They're in the top 10 of money spent on their program. It's not underdogs. They should be where they are. They've been able to accumulate players, good players from the portal, pay for other players, good players, to add to their team. And that's why their coach in just his second year, he didn't have enough time to change the culture. He changed the money clip. That's what's changed. So it's not the little engine that couldn't, like looking at Indiana going, oh, what a great story, Indiana. They're going to beat the big bad wolves of Alabama and these other schools. No, they're a big bad wolf. They're in that realm now. That's why it's not, to me, a classic underdog where you could rally behind Indiana. I'm rooting against Indiana.
Man, if you don't stop it, you just said it. Indiana is known for basketball. Ain't nobody thought of Indiana football ever in their life. And the fact that he's been able to do this, now winning 23, I believe, games in 2 years, Cignetti is doing something amazing, Rob.
He ain't doing nothing amazing with money.
The U, Miami University hasn't been quite what they used to be back in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, right? You got Texas. Oh, we got Arch Manning, ranked number 1. You got Sark in that offense. They ain't did nothing like you thought. USC, they got Caleb Williams and Ryan Lincoln. Right? They haven't really done anything. I could go on and on and on. We talk about James Franklin. Penn State, good, but not able to get over the hump. And now he's got a chance to win a national title in 2 years. And mind you, he brought James Madison players, 30-plus transfers, and most of them were from James Madison. He didn't get all of these massive big-time transfers from these other big schools. He got a lot of them from the schools that he was at James Madison. So what he's been able to do in a short amount of time is remarkable when you think of the schools that have been able to do this for decades and haven't had this kind of success. So I definitely give him credit. Definitely think it's amazing what he's done. And you, my friend, have sat next to me, and we talked about it. We said, nothing's changed. It's the same Blue Bloods. Until I see a out of the blue random school win, then nothing's changed. You're about to get it with Indiana if they win.
No, but they're not. They weren't like they don't have the players or they haven't spent the money. No, it's not the same thing.
But that will never happen because basketball has a greater chance than football.
But
football
that's what I'm saying. It's not. They're not an underdog on also ran, or they have or like when you look at some sports, you go, it's unbelievable. The Mets and Yankees and Dodgers have these payrolls, and poor little Arizona Kansas City wins the World Series. Do you like that's one where you could really look at it and go, it's unbelievable what they did with so much less. All I'm saying is Indiana's in the top 10. They should be competing with the big boys because of the money spent. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying so many other schools have spent money, just like you mentioned in baseball. They spend a bunch of money and
money
nothing
doesn't
happens.
automatically mean that you're going to win, but to act like they're some underdog, they're not an underdog.
But they have no history. I'd give you if Missouri or some other teams that, they've had, sorry, they've been good from time that you were here. They popped up on the radar here again. In North Carolina State, they've popped. Indiana ain't never been nothing. One of the worst football programs in the country. And now to be good for 2 years, and specifically this year, where they got a chance to compete for a championship, come on, Rob. That is a underdog story. It is Fox Sports Radio. We are the Odd Couple. He's Rob, I'm Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. Happy New Year. 2026 is here, the first Friday of 2026. And with the iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. You can catch us in all your favorite Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeartRadio app. It's always going to pop up right there at the top of your screen, so you don't have to do any searching around for it. Shaun King on the way in about 5 or 6 minutes. We'll talk to former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst about all the big games happening this weekend. Looking forward to that as well. Don't forget, we got Lamarr Mitchell coming up next hour, about an hour or so. We'll talk to him. All right, 877-99 on Fox. I'm over. Lane Kiffin, always dipping. Kiffin, grass is greener on the other side. ESPN, let me come on the telecast while Ole Miss is playing so I can take the spotlight. Rob, surprisingly, is with Kiffin and saying, hey, it's all about him.
He built it. It's his baby. He built it.
He left him up for adoption because he dipped on him, Rob. Dang it, 877-99 on Fox.
And guess what? I'm still the father. Even if I did that, I'm still the father.
Hey, don't be saying that out loud. Your phone might be ringing.
Eric, in Austin, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Eric?
What up, Rob? What up, Kelvin? How you guys doing, man?
Great.
You are the father.
That's right.
Okay, so listen, look, Kelvin, I'm not even saying like I disagree with you, but I gotta start with Rob on this. Here's the deal. it's not like Ole Miss really gave Lane that much of a choice. They gave him an ultimatum, and they backed him into a corner, and he made the best bet.
Right.
Listen. There were other head coaches, other teams let other head coaches who accepted jobs at other schools finish the season. They told Lane to get out, but they let Charlie Weiss, the offensive coordinator, stay, who was also going to LSU. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
I'll tell you why it makes sense.
Let
me tell you why it makes sense.
Eric, right, spot on.
Because they said, bruh, it ain't like you took a job at Utah since their coach is now in Michigan or something like that, or you went to Michigan.
Yeah.
You about to go right down the road. You about to go right down the road.
So is Charlie Weiss.
No, that's still he's offensive coordinator. Go ahead.
But Kelvin, why? I hear you. Listen, I'm not even necessarily mad at Ole Miss for even doing that, but I'm just saying you can't be mad either way, right? And again, okay, yeah, Lane is gone. He's taking Charlie Weiss' offensive coordinator with him. You don't think he's in there trying to poach players too? Why would you let him back in the building?
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you why, E. This is the last point. And we
100%.
Can move on. E,
Thank you.
I got to have somebody with some continuity. Dang it, we about to win a national championship. And I need somebody to help coach my guys up. Get out of here, Lane Kiffin. And I hope the door hits you with a good little split you.
Hey, Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, this whole situation with Ole Miss, it's not about Big Daddy Kiffin, okay? He's got to step to the side. He got to give a little bit of time right now for the student-athletes to shine bright and compete for the national championship. So even though point is taken, right, Ole Miss, what were they, a distant outpost? Last time we heard from them wasn't Eli, the quarterback? And they had is Dak an Ole Miss guy, I believe so. But they haven't been in the mix until Lane
for a long time. Yes.
Okay. So Big Daddy Kiffin comes through after he's bounced around to a couple places and brings them back up into prominence. But right, what did Dennis Green say? I wanted to say this on the previous segment. Okay, he is who you thought he was. So just like he bounced from Tennessee. All right, he's ready to go the first sign of opportunity. So it shouldn't even been a question. They suspended him, did all that stuff. They knew what time it was from the jump. LSU came with the Daddy Warbucks. He was out. End of discussion. But bottom line, end of story. It's about the kids right now. I don't think anybody, and you're going to talk about Mr. Signetti. You ain't getting past Signetti this year as far as I'm concerned.
Ain't nobody getting Dre, I like your thought on things. You're a friend of the show. Don't you think that's whack that he wants to get on ESPN at the game?
He built the there? He'll built the team. He built the whole team. If you don't
get out of here and go put on some LSU colors, don't nobody want to hear from you no more.
If anybody has any insight about the team, of course it's him. Come on, Andre, you know that he put the team together. Those are his players. He has insight. That's why they want him on.
Yeah, it's not like he retired 5 years ago. Sure, come on in. At that point, you already know this is an awkward situation. Now you want to stop making it about you, Lane
Dre,
Kiffin.
thank you, my man. Appreciate the call. Thank you.
Sick of it, Rob.
Rocky in Greenville, South Carolina. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Rocky?
Adrian.
Good evening, guys. Look, I'm over Lane. I've been over Lane Kiffin forever, and however, I do think he's the biggest star, and I hate it for the kids. And they got on Ole Miss, and they got a pretty good quarterback, but he's on social media holding hands with Kim Mulkey at a LSU women's basketball game. And also, he's getting paid by LSU for every
$250,000. Yep.
I mean, that's just.
You're not signing that deal, Rocky? Come on, man. This is America. This is America.
It's free enterprise.
I don't even know who you are right now, Rob.
No, it's free enterprise.
I don't even know who you are.
Hey, Rocky, how much are you worth? You're worth whatever someone's willing to pay you. Am I right?
Absolutely. That's called market value, my man.
Yes.
All right.
Get his money, but get off my daggone TV. That's what I feel. Take another one?
Yep, thank you. No, that's it. All
right. Well, appreciate the calls as always. On the way, we got Shaun King right after our man, the award-winning Steve DeSager, gets us updated. Hey, Steve.
Bowl college football's game on Fox TV is underway, and thanks to an 80-yard touchdown pass early, SMU up 7-0 mid-first quarter against 17th-ranked Arizona. Meanwhile, in Charlotte, bowl game in the early minutes has Wake Forest up 8-3 against Mississippi State, which is 5-7. Bowl wins for Texas State and Navy. Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons will transfer reportedly to Missouri. He began the season as the starter. Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt will play Sunday night, returned to full practice today after missing the last 3 games with a lung injury. Bills quarterback Josh Allen returned to limited practice, should start Sunday. Vikings QB J.J. McCarthy will start after a broken hand. Dolphins running back Devon Achane is doubtful with a shoulder injury. Dallas running back Javonte Williams out with shoulder and neck injuries. To college basketball at number 2 Michigan, Wolverines ready to go to 13-0, leading USC 55-33 early in the second half. Later tonight, it's number 9 Michigan State at 13th ranked Nebraska. Among the NBA games tonight, the Spurs lead 79-60 at Indiana in the third quarter. A Pacers loss would put their record at 6-29. 8-24 is the Wizards' record, but they're winning against Brooklyn early third quarter, 67-56. And late first half, it's a Cavs lead at home of 52-49 over the Nuggets, despite 23 points from Denver's Jamal Murray already. Hawks lead at New York in the second quarter, 47-40. For the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, named Player of the Month in the East, the West winner. SGA from Oklahoma City. And by the way, Oklahoma City at 29-5 plays in an hour and a half at Golden State. The Warriors' Steph Curry out with an ankle injury. Jimmy Butler out due to illness. By the way, Karl Anthony Towns of the Knicks out tonight due to illness. And Victor Wembanyama of the Spurs out with that hyperextended knee. And among the 4 NHL games tonight, they're underway. Indoors at the Winter Classic in Miami, Florida, hosting the New York Rangers. Back to you.
All right, Steve. Appreciate you. Steve, you ain't calling out sick. You're here. Appreciate you as always. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a
I would want my money back. Everybody's
Friday.
sick. Every time I'm paying $400 for tickets, they're sick.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I'm sick of it. I'm serious. Yeah. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Well, dang it, I want my money back even though I ain't paid. But when I went to that Laker game, I told you, look, on LeBron's birthday, Rob, he looked 41.
Oh, I believe it.
Rob, it was bad. To see it up close, I mean, the numbers were just, yes, again, all right, 17, 7-7, whatever it was. But, man, when you see it up close, dude, it was like, ooh, it's looking bad right now. Not getting back on D.
It's unfortunate,
air
man.
balls, side of the backboards.
Bad.
It hit him fast, and again, like he's talented enough that he's going to have a 35-point game in the next game or two. Might even be tonight against Memphis, but – seeing that in person, it was like, oof. It was rough to see, man, for sure. We'll get Shaun King on here in a minute as we start, of course, 2026. We got some good games going on in NFL this weekend, some big games, too. We talked a little bit about the Ravens and the Steelers and how that's going to win. The winner of that win division get into the postseason. We got some other ones, too, where the game itself, as far as the winning, yeah, you want to win the game, but more so, like if you're talking about the Rams and Cardinals. For the Rams, it's not just about winning. It's about looking right, getting right, feeling good going into it, kind of getting your mojo going. And this is why Sean McVay said he's going to play his starters.
We're going to get into that.
No matter what happens with the games prior. Yeah, we're going to get into that a little bit, too. So there's some other games, too, just some where it's not about like as if they're not going to be in the postseason. It's just about getting that mojo going into the postseason.
Yeah, I think the Rams, you couldn't end the season worse than they have. I mean, for real. 10 days, 2 weeks ago, they were the toast of the NFC, right? I mean, and look like now here they are.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just and your course. Your course to the Super Bowl is one of those. That's why, like last year, the Lions really blew it, being 15-2 home field. The first game that they played against Washington and rookie quarter, like that was just supposedly, even though they made it to the NFC the year before, being 15-2 home field throughout. You know what I mean? It was lined up.
No, they were incredible. Offense differential was the most in the game. Shaun King joins us now. He can kind of jump in on this as well. Shaun, appreciate you, brother, for being here. Former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst. Shaun, jump in on this. We were just talking about kind of.
Shaun, how are you?
You there, Shaun?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Merry New Year!
Yes, we're talking about the Rams.
Merry New Year!
And how they got derailed. 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, they were riding high, and they were up 30-14 in Seattle. Looked like they were making a statement. They were going to have the top seed in the NFC, and it's all come crushing down on them. What do you make of what's happened here?
Here's what's unique about this year's NFL. There isn't one team that's so good that can show up with their B game and not be vulnerable. And I think that's what's going to make this playoffs fascinating. Everybody that's in the playoffs, I think, can get hot and have a legit shot to win it. Like the Rams, they've got Stafford, who's established. They've got Puka. They've got Devontae. But they're not this complete team that's dominant across the board on defense, that's great on special teams, that can run the ball regardless of situations. So I think everybody has a vulnerability. We're going to really see what organization has the culture that can put together 3 or 4 wins and win this year's championship.
I want to say this to you too, Shaun.
Well, earlier we talked about.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to bring up, Rob, we talked about first hour. Somebody has to win a game and get into the postseason in the AFC North, right? It's going to be the Steelers or it's going to be the Ravens. Let's say it's the Ravens just for conversation's sake. Lamar plays, they win. Do you still feel the same with them that, look, now we're in the tournament, we run the ball with Henry, we don't shoot ourselves in the foot. Can they beat a team or two?
They're probably the one team that I'm not buying any stock in. Yeah, Derrick Henry had a good game against the Packers trying to figure out who they are without Micah Parsons. No Jordan Love, although Malik Willis played great. Shout out to him. He made himself some money. But
yeah,
when you look at Lamar, does he really look like I got to win a Super Bowl this year or like I'm a bust? Like, I don't see the hunger in Baltimore that it would take to put a sustained run together.
See, I'm with Shaun. I'm with you. Way too many holes. Way too many bad football. I don't believe in John Harbaugh anymore. Their game plans. I remember that AFC Championship game against Kansas City where they when they ran the ball, they were like undefeated. You know, if they had like over 20 carries or whatever it was, and they come out and Lamar's throwing on every down. You know, I've seen the big fumbles. I've seen the defense give up 40 points. You know what I mean? I just can't see it. I
don't either. I just think they had a great game against Green Bay, and they'll probably beat Pittsburgh. I mean, what the NFL did to Pittsburgh, suspending DK Metcalf for 2 games, I think is egregious because DK Metcalf doesn't have a history of doing anything like that. So I thought understanding where Pittsburgh was situationally, that was a little egregious to me. But
Shaun, he swung on somebody. Come on, Shaun. I get if he went in there and put his finger in somebody's face. Okay.
So Kev, the NFL has to make a decision. If a fan is sitting in row 3, said fan shouldn't even be down there anyway. His seat was in row 3. Right? So it's not like DK came to his seat.
Right.
He came down into DK's space. And
this is not like the NBA, though, Shaun. He's not sitting there right on the floor and right in your like 5 inches away from you. He got to go he had to walk to the wall, and then he swung on him. I'm not saying I'm a big proponent. Rob knows this. I'm a proponent of if a fan throw a beer at you, you go up in there and throw some hands. I'm not that guy. I'm with you.
No, you don't. You don't throw hands.
Well, that's how I feel.
You can, Kelvin, you sound crazy. You can't throw no hands.
Kelvin,
I'm throwing hands.
Here's the context. DK's never been involved in anything remotely negative. So now we're talking about he say, she say as far as what was said. But to make a guy that has no history of being aggressive or having outlandish behavior, to make him walk over to some would say that is not being told.
That's where I disagree with you. I think he has had he has the most 15-yard penalties in his career. He has all types of issues where he's gotten into it with other folks. He's been a hothead. Now, I ain't say he's been swinging on fans, but I think that did play a role as part of this decision. But we can move on. We can move on.
But you know the real problem was the sister security guard who was getting ready for Christmas, who didn't want no parts of
I know. I saw that. No doubt. What security guard are you? Exactly. He didn't do anything. Tell me about Drake May, and I think his case for MVP was definitely improved, enhanced. We know in Vegas they have him as the favorite now. Just tell me about him. I know they played a lot of – their schedule was really weak, but he put up good enough numbers. He has the number 1 team in the AFC. Does he deserve to win it?
I don't think he deserves to win. I think longevity has to play a role into us anointing certain guys. Like, and Stafford's had a more impressive.
No. Come on. But wait a minute. They're the 5th or 6th seed. MVP from the 5th or 6th seed.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. He's had a good year, a great year for a guy in his first year as a starter, and he should be applauded. But there's still a lot of unknown about Drake May, and I like him. And if you ask me to buy stock in one young quarterback, it would be him because his characteristics show elite qualities, specifically the composure. Like in a league where these guys are kind of schizophrenic, you look at Bo Nix, you look at Caleb Williams, like talented, but you never know from series to series, like, are they just going to mentally melt down? Like, he's kind of that old school throwback, nothing bothers him, and he gets a lot of credit for that. But what Stafford is doing at his age, I think is truly impressive.
But wait a minute, Sean, but the finish in the season has been bad. Can you acknowledge that?
But you're a baseball guy, Rob. You don't take a Cy Young away from a pitcher because he has a bad outing.
It's not a bad outing.
It's a body of work. It's a body of work.
It's about going from the number 1 seed. Would you concede that? Like, if they would have won that game in Seattle, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But they lost that game. They lost a game against a bad Atlanta Falcons team. They didn't just lose. He threw 3 picks. Should have been 2 pick sixes. And now they're playing Arizona. If he craps out or they lose or he doesn't play well and he has another 2 picks, you think they're going to give a guy who has as many interceptions as Shedeur Sanders the last 4 games of the season? He's going to be the MVP?
Yes. First of all, that's clickbait. Why would you bring Shedeur Sanders?
Cause. I know I've had a radio show for 30 years. How's that?
Hey, listen, give Matthew Stafford this MVP.
No.
Thank you, Sean.
No,
Thank you.
Sean, you just don't want to be wrong. Sean, you know that they're not going to give it to you.
42 touchdowns, Rob. 42 touchdowns.
No.
It's crazy.
He's 6. His team's going to be 6th seed. He's not going to get an MVP.
Because his division is amazing.
No.
Can I talk? I'm only on for a short period.
Go ahead.
Can I talk? So last week I told you guys that Indiana was going to boat race Alabama. So I have another prediction.
Well, wait a minute. You also told us that Tulane was going to. Come on, man. Don't act like you didn't get it wrong.
Hey, listen. I'm right 99% of the time.
Okay.
Tulane was the only time I've been wrong. Here, put this on Shekel City. Get behind the Philadelphia Eagles to repeat as Super Bowl champ.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
They're getting good at the right time. For whatever reason, every time we try and put Jalen Hurts out the pasture, he turns into the MVP version of himself. And I just think they're kind of flying under the radar.
Go ahead. We got you.
Keep going. We got you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, they're flying under the radar. Take the Eagles to win it all.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
hey,
Sean.
Listen, it's wide open this year, man. Sean, appreciate you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. Thank you.
Yep.
It's a wide open season for sure, man. All right, on the way, we got to talk a little bit more about we talked college football and the scheduling and how it's messing up some coaches and what's happening with Ole Miss. We'll tell you more of the details on that. It's the Odd Couple. He's Rob. I'm Kelvin on a funky Flashback Friday. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
Merry New Year!
Hey, man, Lincoln Riley in his first 4 years that are now completed at USC has not won a conference title, nor has he ever been to the college football playoff. And then last night, on the heels of an inexplicable overtime loss to TCU in the Alamo Bowl, had the nerve to say that the glass is half full here in Southern Cal. Take a listen.
I really believe a window here has opened up that's taken a lot of effort by a lot of people, a lot of commitment by a lot of people, 4 fun but really challenging years to get it open, and it's open now. We all feel that, all of us that are fortunate enough to be able to come back here next year, because it's not our right. Coaching or playing, working at USC is not anybody's right, and it's a privilege. And those of us that have the privilege to be able to come back, we know what our job is. It's to make all the efforts of all those people the last 4 years worth it, and that's what we're going to do.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. You mentioned it. That's your school. Obviously, we live here and everything, and we're by USC. It's a big deal. Man, it ain't been a big deal since they had Pete Carroll and, of course, Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush. And all that's it.
And Pete Carroll wasn't collecting Social Security back then.
Right. No. He was still young and spry back then.
Saying.
You thought he was a leading man in Hollywood out here. Let me get into Stinking Riley. Not Lincoln Riley, but Stinking Riley. You know why I say that? Because all the fanfare that came with it, all of the hoorah and all of this is going to be that. You know what it is? It's Clay Helton Part 2. And I was here working in sports radio, the other place at that time, and Clay Helton, he's just a guy, just a bridge guy. He's just a this. Well, Clay Helton kept getting a little bit better, and then finally they let him go. And then eventually we get to Lincoln Riley where it's the same thing. And what world, you and I sit here every day, in what world can a coach at a prominent university say after 4 years, yeah, our window just opened?
No, coming off a loss that they shouldn't have had.
That they shouldn't have lost.
Do you know what I mean?
In a bowl game,
like, you got to have some big ones to stand up.
Exactly.
And say that after that situation, because none of that makes sense.
100%. And to come off of that from just a couple of years earlier, you had 2 years with a Heisman winner and a Heisman hopeful again, trying to win back-to-back, in Caleb Williams. So it's not like you came into a program that was 3-9 and you're building it up and we're having somewhere.
Right.
You came in with your guy, Caleb Williams, and you had all the resources, everything you need. You're at USC. We know the endowment. We know all the lure of it, and nothing to show for it but Clay Helton 2.0. And again, when you go back to what Pete Carroll was doing with this team, and if you want to just say, hey, it takes some cheating to win, because if you take that out, what has USC really done in the last 40 years?
No.
Really?
Nothing. And here's the other thing, too.
And not to mention one more point. You and I talked about this, and we're going to get a little bit more deeper into the traditions of college football, Rob. And he's also advocating, I don't mind not playing Notre Dame anymore. I'm cool with it if it's going to help us. And it's like, dude, don't be scared of that smoke. Number one, people enjoy the rivalry. They enjoy the tradition of it. Number two, you shouldn't be ducking smoke. And the idea that the window just opened in a Big Ten conference where you got to see your foes, like the coach who is going to be coaching Michigan, who had beaten you and beaten that school a few times when he's at Utah. You got Oregon, Michigan. You got, of course, Indiana now. You got Ohio State. You got teams like Iowa and Wisconsin that pop up. You got Penn State that might bounce back. So the idea that he's just, we'll be good now is kind of crazy to me.
Well, I agree that, considering that he's coming off of not only losing that game to TCU, but the whole Notre Dame thing of not playing them. And in reality, Notre Dame cut themselves such a sweet deal that all they got to do is be in the top 12, and they automatically get a bid, in the college football playoff. So if you're USC and you beat them, wouldn't that improve and enhance your chances of getting there? Because if they're in the top 12 and you beat them, how in the world are they going to leave us out? So I don't know why you would ditch that or the idea of playing USC, thinking that that's an issue and you're afraid, as some of the other former players have called out. Like this is skirting being afraid.
Yeah,
what are you afraid of?
Ducking and dodging smoking. You and I sat here, I don't know, maybe say within the last week or so, and guys like Keyshawn Johnson, some of the other alum, guys who taken to social media who played there, say, hey, what are we doing here? Classic. It is Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Funky Flashback Friday. Thank you to Shaun King joining us. Go check out the podcast when you get a chance. Lee
Kelvin.
will have that all up for us. Yeah, what up, Rob?
43 years ago today, it was Billie Jean, right? 43 years ago today.
Today.
That's unbelievable. I know.
Filthy C. This is when he shook up the world and hit us with the moonwalk, Rob. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires. For how, what, and where they drive, ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Do you think we'll ever, can humanity ever have a star as big as he was again in any realm?
Yes.
Movies,
yes.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think every time we say that, somebody comes along. I don't think anybody ever thought anybody would replace Elvis Presley during his time.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Marilyn Monroe. I could give you, all of these iconic people who came and went, and I do. I mean, he was tremendous. Don't get me wrong. I'm not poo-pooing his talent, but humans are amazing. Seriously. When
We
you
have
think,
our moments.
even with athletes, you think, oh, my God,
have
no
our-
one's going to be better than Babe Ruth, or no
Yeah.
one's going to be better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or whatever, and then
Right.
boom, no one's going to be better. And it's just amazing. It really is.
The
But
only reason why I would challenge that, I agree with the sentiment, without a doubt. I think there's somebody more talented than him right now. You know what I mean? It's just whether they're out exposed or not. I think we just love to tear people down now. So, we won't even allow you to get that big.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think I just don't think. I don't think.
It was a different era, in my opinion.
No, I don't think. I understand what you're talking about as far as just the coverage, but people also get blown up bigger now than ever before because of that same exposure that you're talking about. There's so many people walking around like they're stars who really aren't stars.
But that's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. So
That's true.
It goes both. Alex, you know what I'm
It's
saying.
true.
It goes.
that's facts.
It goes both ways. There are people who really shouldn't be given all this clout that
Facts.
they have because they got 10 million followers. So you give them some added
Agreed.
clout,
I agree.
but they might not even be that talented or
Most
whatever.
aren't. Most
and,
aren't
and that's
talented.
my thing in this world. So and I hear your
That's a
point.
great point. I hear you on that too. The only reason why I disagree, or why I'll say, and Alex, I think you can understand what I'm saying too.
What's that?
Is the length of time. More people now than ever get their 15 minutes of fame. I agree with that. That shouldn't have, just out of the blue. You're a hot tour girl, now you're famous for a week and a half, 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months.
Oh, yeah, until
a
you
year.
give people bad betting advice, then, you go down the chain.
There
I
you
know.
go. But I'm saying,
or they look past your previous tweets and posts, and then all of a sudden that changed.
But that's what I mean, Rob. We find what you said. You said something political. You did this. You did that. We don't. Back in the day, it was a lot of lionizing. We just put you on a pedestal and we worshipped you there. Oh my gosh, you're there. Now we want to bring you down.
I hear you, and yes, it was different somewhat. But there were scandal magazines back then. There were stories about Marilyn Monroe. She's a tramp. She's been with it. I mean, you did all of that stuff. Right. And also, movie stars, not like today. Oh, he's gay. He's this.
Yep.
I mean, all of that existed. So drug use, all kinds of stuff. I'm not saying, yes, the people didn't get a complete pass back in the old days. That's all I'm saying. And even Michael Jackson went through his own scandals too, with the kids and this and that, and he's sleeping.
Look at Tiger. Hey, it's Tiger. Like, everybody has something. I'll just say, in retrospect to Kelvin, it's just now there's so many martyrs of people wanting to be an internet warrior, so that's why more is exposed now. There's too much outlet and reach.
So now, it used to be, to Rob's point, you had the Inquirer, this one, and this
but
one.
But they had them.
Yes.
All I'm saying is they had
150 people with microphones, Alex. And by the way,
I agree.
Truth doesn't have to be truth anymore. I can go here, hey, did you know that this happened? It's crazy. Did you ever do it? And then, and shares it. It's just a different time. But
you're right.
His level of fame, my gosh, that was just, I try to explain to, people 25 and under. And they're like, I mean, I know the name and everything, but I'm like, no, you can't fathom how big Michael Jackson was. I'm like,
it will never be matched again.
No, it's like, it's Rob Parker's top 3, though. You up there, Rob. You know what I mean? Everywhere I go, you work with Rob? Yeah, Michael Jackson, then Rob.
We are Fox Sports.
the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm going to go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Four bowl games today in college football, including the one on Fox TV right now. The Holiday Bowl in San Diego has SMU at the end of the first quarter, shutting out 17th-ranked Arizona 14-0. Late first quarter, Wake Forest leads Mississippi State 15-6. Wins for Texas State and Navy. Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt will play Sunday night in the season finale against the Ravens. He missed the last 3 games after a lung injury, but returned to full practice today. Dolphins running back Devon Achane has is doubtful with a shoulder injury. He's missed practice all week. Tight end Darren Waller was placed on IR. Dallas running back Javonte Williams out this weekend with shoulder and neck injuries. To the NBA scoreboard, Denver is in action and now leading early third quarter at Cleveland 71-65. Jamal Murray 31 points. Hawks ahead at New York 68-49 early third. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 on a funky flashback Friday, January 2nd. Here we are, 2026. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, and if you missed any of today's show, you'll want to catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast right after the show. Today's show, podcast, I should say, will be posted. Be sure to follow the podcast, rate it at least 5 stars, because we're worth it.
We are.
And you can even provide a review. Again, just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find today's full show and a best of version posted right at the end of the program. Don't forget, coming up, Lamarr Mitchell from BetMGM, of course, the director of trading. Last call, NFL pigskin pickoff. So we got a lot to get to in this final hour of the program. Alex, what you got?
So, shout outs to Bobo. He was just here.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to Bobo.
Yeah, he's a walking HR violation, we like to say.
Yes.
And he just made me aware of something that I think will make both of you sick. He said, I've never felt so broke in my life. I was just watching the Eddie Murphy documentary. I guess it's on Netflix.
Yeah. I already know where
Rob,
you're going.
Eddie Murphy was literally in an interview, and he looks around. He's like, are you guys all cold? Here, let me close my roof. And
he had a
goes and pushes a
retractable roof.
button, Rob, and his roof closes.
Yeah.
Rob?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this.
Please.
To me, it makes total sense when people question why people spend the money they spend, you know what I mean, instead of having it's because you can't take it with you. You can't spend it all. So you wind up, that's why they have 4 houses. And you go like, this makes no sense. Oh, we're only there for 2 weekends or 2 weeks a year. No, but seriously. But you make so much money that you can't possibly spend it all. And even if you're going to leave a ton to your kids and they're still going to have plenty of money, and I'm sure there must be a race in life to spend as much money as you can because you don't know when your final days are here. So I think you go on the ridiculous. Am I right?
He said he saw, I think it was Cher. He was Cher, if I'm not mistaken, it was Cher.
Cher's been singing for 60 years.
Yeah.
That's
and he was
insane.
like, oh, that's kind of crazy. He saw the crib with the retractable roof. He's like, I gotta get that. So when he built this house, he built in the retractable roof. I watched the documentary. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of crazy.
Did you like it?
Like, the doc?
Yes.
Or the house?
Both.
The doc, yeah. It was. If you're a fan of his, you'll enjoy it. They left a lot to be desired. He didn't fully get too deep into some things.
Most of these are bad, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Because
they're not, Alex. They're not independently produced.
No, he was fully involved in this.
So they leave out like when they do a documentary on your life, and it's an independent documentary.
They touch on everything.
Everything.
Let's just say they didn't touch on a couple of things. You kind of know where I'm going.
Got you.
You know what I mean? That was left out, or this was left out, or
and they didn't push even. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
No. I'm just saying, and that's the issue I have with these self-produced documentaries. They become propaganda, pravda.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they didn't even push in things that aren't controversial. Just more so, I would love to hear more insight. You could tell how much his brother Charlie Murphy meant to him. So there's a part where he mentioned, obviously, throughout, oh, we were growing up, this, that, and the other. And they use a lot of old clips of Charlie talking about his brother Eddie. But once they finally get to Eddie having to say something, he just kind of goes like, man, I really love my brother, and I wish he was here. You could tell he was like, I don't want to touch, like, it's so deep and hurtful, I don't want to touch that. Whereas, to your point, Rob, if it's like you go a little deeper into things at an independent doc. So, but it was good if you're a fan of his. Very nostalgic. They take you through, his run. So you'll get the nostalgia. Definitely worth a watch. Don't think it was the greatest doc ever.
I don't understand, and I get part of it. Like you want to be in a positive light, but once you get into it and you want to tell your real life story, there's nothing but trials and tribulations. What documentary are you watching where you had a smooth ride and there was no low moments or nothing bad happened? You know what I mean? And a documentary about my life. They're going to take you through the whole thing. ESPN, RG3. Yeah. That's a part of the story. It's not the whole story.
Right.
But you don't run from that. Do you know what I mean? It's a part of the story.
Yeah, there's some run. And I also would have loved for him to stayed. And it's almost like, Alex, he has such great movies that they hit it so quick. Like, oh, yeah, coming to American Trade Play. We did a little bit. Move on. Like, no, you can spend 15 minutes on Trading Places. 15 minutes on Coming to America. So it was like an hour and 40 minutes. It could have been a 2 or 3 parter. One is all about just his movies. Just straight. Oh, this whole episode is about the movies. You know what I mean?
The movie business. The other one could have been about Saturday Night Live and about growing up in New York and what that was like. And
they touched on a bit, but like I guess he's so complex and so great that he deserved more time. Other people get 2, 3, parters. It's like, how they get 2, 3 parters? And Eddie Murphy only got one episode, about an hour and 40 minutes. Definitely worth the watch, though, just for the nostalgia of it all.
All right. That's interesting just about the roof opening. Closing.
Let
me close this real quick.
It was just such a flex. He's like, you cold? You cold?
Yeah, let me do that.
No, Alex, his crib is insane.
I thought he was going to go to the clapper and have the heat, turn.
No, the crib is insane, Rob.
They did leave that part out. He did go to the clapper.
Oh, he did go to the clapper.
Hey, Ayo yourself.
Hey, yo. All right, here we go. Rams. You've heard Steve DeSager all night talk about it in the update.
We're going to talk about it.
The Rams, that's right, we're going to bring it down. The Rams, they are not resting starters. Despite clinching the 6th seed, they can't move. Right? They got the 6th seed.
Right.
You would think Matthew Stafford's 37 going on 60. You know what I mean? Like you would go like, maybe we shouldn't have him in there, whatever it is. No, the starters are playing. Kelvin, are you cool with this?
I am cool, and I'll tell you why. I'm looking at the last 4 or 5 games for them, so I'll walk you through it. They lose to the Panthers on November 30th. Now, the Panthers are better than we all thought they would be.
And Stafford had a bad game in that one,
That was that game that kind of started him having a couple of bad games. Then, of course, they beat the Cardinals, but then they beat the Lions, but that was a shootout, and I was there. Lions got the ball back with a chance to, go down and tie it with like 25 seconds, but it was a shootout. So your defense
what
was
happened?
giving
Jared
up a bunch
Goff,
of points.
Didn't get it done?
It just ran out of time. Okay. But my point is, so you're looking at a game, you're like, woo, okay, we won it, but ooh, that was a little tight. Then you lose that crazy wild one to the Seahawks. Then you lose to the Falcons, and now obviously you got the Cardinals. And I think they want to right the ship. They want to say, let's get things going. Let's beat the Cardinals like we should, like we did back, a handful of weeks ago when they beat them 45-17 on December 7th. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's run the ball again. Let's get Matthew Stafford turnover free. Let's go out there and execute the way we're supposed to. They don't want to sit guys. And the last time the starters were out there, they lost 2 in a row to the Seahawks and to the Falcons. And I think they want to get that bad taste out their mouth. They want to get flowing how they were earlier in the season so they can go into it with some momentum and some mojo, because you talked about it earlier. A lot of times, you look at the Giants' 2 Super Bowls with Eli. They weren't great those seasons, but they kind of got it going at the right time. The Steelers have done that one time. Got it going at the right time. And it happens. You don't want to come in floundering. Starters didn't play last week, and you're just coming off 2 losses. Starters didn't play, and you roll into the playoffs, especially in the NFC where there are still a handful of good teams, including 2 in your own division with the Seahawks and the 49ers, who are rolling, and specifically the 49ers. So I think that's what he's trying to avoid, trying to get the flow going, get some energy back, get some life back, get a win, feel good about yourself, roll into the postseason, Rob.
And if they lose, what would it say?
They better not lose to the Cardinals.
I'm just saying they lose that game.
Well, if they lose that game, they're definitely shooketh. They are shooketh going into the postseason because I'm telling you, in their own division, the Seahawks and the 49ers are playing some really, especially the 49ers, on a roll right now.
I just think you got an older quarterback. I'm not so sure about playing Stafford God forbid something happens to him. You know what I mean? You can't move up. I get it. If you were playing for something, an older quarterback, let everybody get healthy. Like beating the Cardinals is not going to mean the difference between what you do in the postseason. It's just you could go ahead and beat the Cardinals, right, and then still come out and lay an egg on the road in your first postseason game. So I think if somebody's banged up or they need an extra week off before, remember, this is not taking this week off and you have a bye. You're playing right away. So it's not the same. I don't think it's good when you have a bye and then you're like 3 weeks from playing. Do you know what I mean? I think that can hurt you where you get rusty a little bit and it's 3 weeks. But I'm not positive why they're doing this and hopefully nobody gets hurt. And that would be my biggest concern, especially, again, Stafford's 37. Do you want him to get rocked? You know?
I throw this at you, though, Rob. I think Sean McVay also wants to get his defense going. Listen to this. Listen to their last 3 games. You beat the Lions, but the Lions put up 34 on your head. The very next game, you lose to the Seahawks. They put 38 on your head.
No, the defense has been atrocious.
Yeah. And then you lose to the Falcons and 27, which that's a lot of points for a Falcon. You should be like, we should have beaten the Falcons
6 and 9 coming in, right?
Right. We should have beaten them 24-13. It's kind of that kind of game is what it should have been. Instead, you lose 27-24. So I think you're trying to get the defense just to get some confidence back. And again, it's not that beating the Cardinals is like, oh, we beat an amazing team. It's more so, okay, what do we need to work on? Where are we blocking better to get the running game going? Where are we out here, like I said, defensively?
But beating them, I'm just saying, like, that doesn't give you anything. You're not going to face anybody.
But let's say you
that
don't
caliber.
and you lose, Rob. You put all backups in. Okay. Now you would have lost 3 straight. You get what I'm saying?
But you know that
4 of the last 6.
But you know that putting the backups in. I'm just saying, I don't know where you get any juice from beating the Cardinals, and you could lose, and then what would be your rallying cry? Forget about the regular season. Now we're in the postseason.
Well, that's what we have to do. We have to say, hey, it doesn't count. We're in the tournament. Blah, blah, blah. We're here, 0-0.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That
would be your argument right away. It's like, oh, okay. Do you know, that doesn't matter. Just as long as we're in the tournament, that's all that matters. And then once we get in there, we have a chance.
I think they know, Rob. Again, the AFC is more open. We've talked about it before. We had some of our guests over the last week or two. AFC is one of those, like, man, you know, it could be the Texans. It's not crazy. Okay, yeah, it definitely could be the Patriots. Okay, why not the Broncos? They've won like 11 out of 12. So you're kind of like, I don't know. Josh Allen, is it funny? The NFC has some teams, man. As much as we talk about, but the Eagles are sitting here 11-5. You know what I mean?
You just heard Shaun King already was like, they're going to win again.
The Seahawks are good. Not great, but they're good. The 49ers have been there before. They've gotten to a couple of Super Bowls. And then you got whoever's going to end up, coming out the NFC South. So my point is, I think you just don't want to go in, not like we can't go out looking this bad. We want to get a W, get some momentum, get some good juju going your way. That's my interpretation. Because the last couple of seasons, he actually has rested his guys. But I think this season, he's like, nah, I don't like the way we look right now.
Okay. Could be bad juju if you lose to the Cardinals, too. 877-99 on Fox. You say that. I'm just saying, like, they have nothing to play. They're playing for a spot next year.
Yeah, and to mess you up a little bit.
Exactly. 877-99 on Fox. We want to hear from you. Rams doing the right thing. Playing their starters, even though they can't improve their seeding for the NFL playoffs. Kelvin thinks it's a great idea. I think it's a mistake. I think you just got to be like, hey, let us get ready. Let us get all healthy. Let everybody be good. And we got to be ready to roll. It's going to be a hard road, 3 straight road games, even for a chance to get there. So why not give your starters a rest and give them an opportunity to get ready for this big run? You're not going to be at home. You're going to be traveling. There's a lot of stuff going on there. 877-99 on Fox. We want to hear from you. It is The Odd Couple on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Because you need to know in the US of A.
That's right.
and head coach Dan Lanning has kind of put his foot down, saying that the powers that be, him being one of them in college football, are mad as hell and they're not going to take it anymore. Take a listen.
We've got a ton of respect for the NFL, but we're a prep league for the NFL. We do a lot of favors for the NFL, right? We're the minor league in a lot of ways, but there's no money paid from the NFL to take care of college football, right? And in that sense, we've given up some of our days, right, to the NFL. We said, you guys get to have this day, you get to have this day, you get to have this day. Saturdays should be sacred for college football, right? And every Saturday through the month of December should belong to to college football, in my opinion.
I'm going to say this.
What's you going to say?
It's one thing to talk about it, be about it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're college football and the NFL's infringing on you, then you know what you do? Don't give them access to your players, right, while they're college players. No, you can't get the scouting report. You can't get film. You can't do this. You can't visit them. You can't do anything, you know what I mean, as far as scouting them in advance. You have to push back. Because if you don't, the NFL will take it. Ask the NBA. You sit around and you think that they should appreciate you because you know what? They're not like Major League Baseball, which has all of these minor league teams and stuff that you notice, Kelvin, that they have to pay for and develop players, all that. In the minor leagues, you look at baseball owners and what they had to pay for their minor leagues to develop. They got instructional leagues in the Dominican Republic and all over South America. All that money that goes on. Exactly. And the NFL gets off scot-free because the colleges are the one footing the bill to develop their players. He just said it, Lanning. They get nothing from the NFL. Zero. Nothing. But unless you push back, it ain't going to happen. So college football should be on all-out war against the NFL for infringing on their space. There's some law on the books, and I don't know exactly what it is, Rob G. I've seen it before. Some law on the books. Fridays are supposed to be for high school. You've seen this before. High school football. Saturdays are for college football, and the NFL's on Sunday.
It's like a television agreement.
Am I right?
Yeah. And you're right. Roger, you got that before I go? Go ahead.
The Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961,
there it is.
Federal law designed to protect high school and college football games from being overshadowed by professional broadcast, giving local games the priority. This would, in theory, prevent NFL games from being played within 75 miles of any high school or college game, leading to their schedule.
Yeah, just because you know what it is? It's the spirit of sports. Like, yeah, the NFL's king. It's a behemoth. We know that. And the reason why this is where money becomes a problem at times. Because the NFL they can go like this, Rob. Well, look, everyone watched. Look at the money we made. Why wouldn't we do that? It's just good business.
But they've done it. You know how they gotten away with it is the streaming. It's not over the air.
It's not over the air.
And that's how they get away with it. Yep.
And so I want to break it down like this. I'm glad you used a particular word because you see I have my notes here, how I want to break this down. You said war. And it's like you knew where I was going with this. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Godfather. And you had the 5 families. And the 5 families, I look at it like this. You got the NFL, NCAA, football and basketball, MLB, and NBA. And they all are own separate entities, and it's a dirty game in which because money's involved and competition and all that, but they all kind of say, look, we're trying to do what's better for sports as a whole. Okay, great. Well, dang it, NCAA football is acting like Don Corleone, trying to be nice, trying to turn the other cheek. They didn't kill my son. It's okay. I don't want war. I don't want to sell drugs. I want to do, even though it's a dirty game, let's try to do right. They need to go full Sonny and Michael and the Godfather. And what I mean is, as you just mentioned, they have to start fighting back and taking some of their territory because the NFL will smile in your face, will act all fun and cuckoo kiki with you, and start to take more and more of your territory. And it's just like The Wire, and it's like drug blocks. If you keep letting us take some, we're going to keep taking your blocks if you watch The Wire. And the NCAA has to, again, regain that because you see what's happening in the NBA. For most of my adult life, I thought of Christmas Day as what? NBA games.
They said nope.
Thanksgiving was always football. Christmas was always NBA games. And now they're snatching those. And you know what happened today? The NBA came out with their numbers. Oh, we have better numbers. We have 4% increase here of certain viewers. We had a 45% if you look at all the hits and all that. And the NFL later on in the day, you know what they did? They dropped their numbers too. And then you know what you look at it? Well, if you combine all the games, we like double. We had 60 billion viewers. NBA had like 23-something billion viewers. Million viewers. And my point is that they're just going to keep inching and inching. And it'll be Friday. It'll be Saturday. It'll be Sunday. It's Monday. It's Thursday.
That's why you have to stand your ground. Like people have told Major League Baseball, oh, don't play the World Series on a Sunday or no. The Major League Baseball's like, no, we sold 73 million tickets. Mm-hmm. We have our own fan base. We're not going to kowtow and move our game for the NFL.
Because guess what the NFL would do?
Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. It just happened to fall on your day. So we didn't mean to, but we got to do what we got to do. Nothing personal.
But that's why you can't do it. I need baby oil.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It's going to be a weekend.
It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky Flashback Friday. By the way, Happy New Year to all of you. Second day of 2026.
Merry New Year!
Merry New Year! Lamarr Mitchell on the way, BetMGM Director of Trading. We'll talk some football, do some odds with him in just a little bit. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. We are on it now, live, simulcasting. Do it! Check it out by going to YouTube, searching Odd Couple FSR.
Do it!
Hit the YouTube icon. Thumbs up, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Lee, if you see any good ones, a handful, you want to jump in, let us know. You can do that. Make sure you subscribe as well. Hey, Lee. Love to hear from you.
That's my middle name. Did you know that, Lee?
I did know that.
I think you did. Yes. Yeah, I think we all. I think the world. First of all, the world know your whole government.
Yeah, okay. My government name, is that it?
We know your whole government. Junior the third.
Junior.
So you hit us up. By the way, 877-99 on Fox. Rams decided to play their starters against the Cardinals this week. I say they're trying to get their mojo back. They've been struggling, lost a couple games in a row, haven't looked great. They're trying to get something going ahead in the postseason. Rob said, why risk it? It's not worth it. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Max in Georgia. Our guy, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Happy New Year, Max.
Happy New Year, brother.
Hey, fellas. Happy New Year. Odd Couple running it through another year. Congrats, fellas.
Appreciate you.
Listen, so I'm torn between the two of you because my right side of my brain says go with Rob. The left side says roll the dice. You know, too much rest can be a bad thing. The Rams need the momentum going into the playoffs. They need the reps. You really need a tune-up game. You know, the Falcons should have been that as well. They weren't. I think the Cardinals are another great applicant for that. And lastly, with a quote, you know, when we face our fears, we can find our freedom. And I think the Rams need to find that freedom. So
Max,
that's what I got.
I hear you, Max. One thing. Let me just ask you, Max, real quick. What happens if they lose? Like seriously, or like to me, like you don't win. Oh, you should have beat the Falcons. I mean, you should have beat the Cardinals. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you really get out of that?
They're taking a risk by exposing themselves in the playoff run. I get it. I mean, if they can't win this game, fellas, I would say definitely don't bet the house on the Rams.
Right. Okay. Appreciate it, man.
No doubt. Appreciate it, man. Happy New Year to you.
All right. What about Russ in Woodland Hills, California? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
He out here.
What's up, Russ?
How you doing, gentlemen? Rob, I love that you love baseball.
Man,
okay.
You already know this show, The Odd Couple, we talk more Major League Baseball than any other national show. You know that.
I salute you.
Thank you.
I am within walking distance of the Rams practice facility.
I just drove by it the other day.
Okay, yep.
And my gym, I can oversee their playing field when I'm at the gym on the second floor. So I'm right there by them. I am so disappointed in the results that they've had recently that I feel like McVay has really made some tactical errors, blowing a 30-14 lead. I don't believe a coach like Shanahan would have blown that. I believe that LaFleur and McVay have really done a disservice to their credibility the last few weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
that's a strong take on McVay, man.
because LaFleur as well. Well, LaFleur has never won any big games.
That's what I'm saying. McVay has a Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and 1 win. My goodness.
Right, but I get what you're saying. It's disappointing that you could have been where they were. You know what I mean, Kelvin? And then here you are. It is a big
11-5.
No,
what
but
is it? Go ahead.
But it's not just that. It's the number 1 seed where you have a bye and 2 home games. You know what I mean? It's a bigger. You would have been the favorites. I'm talking about Rams.
Blew my mind that they blew that game to Seattle.
Right.
Being that far ahead, it blew my mind that they got blown out by the Falcons. That's on the coaches.
No doubt. All right, appreciate that.
Man. All
How
right.
about Tim in Illinois? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tim?
Merry New Year, fellas.
My man, Merry New Year.
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year!
Well, anyhow, I believe it'd be a good get-back game for the Rams. They don't have to play them starters the whole game. Half, whatever. Just get them looking better. And, Rob, your birthday is January 10th.
Yes.
Go do your favorite thing. If you're going to take a trip, go find you a Phillips 76 and bear cheek that rascal.
Wow.
Alex, we need that.
Wow.
Consider it done.
Oh, man. That is funny, Rob. You out here known to just bare cheeks, bathroom, gas station, toilets.
No, but I didn't touch the seat. I'm hovering. No?
We do not believe in your
don't
hamstring
believe
and
you.
quads
I'm
like
hovering.
that. You know how hard that is? We don't trust
Look,
your quads
Alex,
and
look.
hamstrings.
I'm off the chair
Look,
right
I'm
now.
hovering.
Rob, I sit next to you every day. I see you fall that chair twice a week. Are you kidding me? You think I believe you? Anything you talking about?
Unbelievable.
Alex, I'm a UFO. I hover.
That's how I'm gonna spend my 62nd birthday. Is at Phillips 76.
Yes, you are.
Man, I thought he was saying going to a different establishment. I didn't know he was going there with it.
Adam,
Hey, yo.
Adam in D.C. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Adam?
Hey, man, my guy's my favorite radio station. Hey, Rob, I don't call that much no more, but I'm always listening. And you and Kelvin, always. You and Kelvin be killing it. Hey, Kelvin, I can tell he missed you, man, because he happy as I don't know what today.
Because I had what? What did he say?
He said you happy you missed me. He won't tell me that though.
Oh,
But I
okay.
hear you.
Hey, listen, guys, as a resident 49ers fan out here in D.C., I hope they keep playing all his players. Keep on playing everybody, bro. Just play them the whole game. Don't worry about it. Just start them. Just go extra hard today. That's all we need, man.
Hey,
I love y'all, man.
Hey,
Happy
Adam,
New
we
Year,
appreciate that. Thank you, man.
No doubt. See, here's the thing, though, Rob. Adam, and listen. Adam's team has won 6 straight. The Seahawks have won 6 straight.
Yeah, but they're playing
the
for
Rams have
something.
lost 2 straight. But my point is, dude, he's seeing the guys who he's probably feeling like those are the teams in the NFC. Obviously the Eagles too, but I got to worry about it. They've won 6 straight. They're playing. They're hot. You see Purdy in the team, and he's like, man, we can't be losers of 2 straight. Don't play our starters. Then go into it. And I think he's just trying to get right and right the ship.
All right,
That's
hey,
just me.
James in Detroit. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, James?
Hey, Rob.
How are you?
Good. Rob, you know they just trying to get Matt Stafford some stats.
That Stat Padford, that's right. You know it. They're playing the Cardinals. Let them load up to try to salvage. Hey, James, to try to salvage the MVP race. But if he has 3 picks, it's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, but you know he gonna throw some 1-yard touchdown passes to the score. You know how he do, Rob.
I know. I've watched his whole career. I've watched the whole career. Thanks, James.
I'm from Detroit. I know what it is.
Now, my man, appreciate
Y'all acting like he wasn't throwing bombs to Kelvin Johnson. I ain't listening to y'all.
Thanks. Let's go to Tyrone in Tacoma. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tyrone?
Merry New Year, Rob, Kelvin, and the crew.
Merry New
Year! Merry New Year! Can I give an extra shout out to Kelvin so he don't be bouncing like Kiffin?
That's right.
They better not call me like Rob G says. Offer me $1 more, Rob.
Hey, it'll be the worst mistake of your life. Don't leave this show.
Oh my gosh.
That other guy who used to be on the show, is he still around?
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right. Okay.
Hey, Rob, I see he got some new hair on a new color dye. He doing good,
Doing
man.
all right. Okay. All right. What you got, Tyrone?
Well, if you look at the college football, what is it? With the teams that had the buys were
1-7.
Yeah, but they're not. It's not a bye. Those schools were off. They missed 25 days, so I understand that.
Still, you want your team prepared when you're going into the playoffs. I don't know. That's me. I mean,
Okay, but I'm asking you this, Tyrone, just seriously. So they play and they lose, and Stafford gets 2 picks and they lose the game. What? No, I'm just asking. I'm giving you the extreme scenario. How do you use that going into the playoffs? I'm just going to ask you. How do you use that?
You don't.
Okay. You mean you just dismiss it? Right, you dismiss it and you say, now we're in the postseason, let's play. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Rob, you've been doing radio for 30 years. You are good, Rob. You're masterful.
What?
Look how you get people to answer your ridiculous questions. Why couldn't it be, what if they go in there, they do what they're supposed to do, Matthew Stafford throws 3 touchdowns, they win by 15, 16, 17 points like they should. Why can't it be that? What if he throws 3 picks and they lose to the Cardinals?
Because you know why? Because last year, when I picked Washington over Detroit, I said that Jared Goff would throw 3 interceptions, and you're always extreme. Why has it got to be extreme? Guess what he did? He threw 3 picks and had a fumble.
He did, but the Commanders were at least a good team.
No, but I'm just
Cardinals ain't a
saying.
good team.
But I'm just talking about you talk about extremes, and that's what I said. What if Goff throws 3 picks and they lose the game? Because that was
Don't
a
bring
game
him up right now.
Nobody
Don't bring him
thought.
up
Yeah,
right
I know.
now.
he
Okay, I don't want to
doesn't
talk
like
about him right now. Why
it's
would
just
you do
been Alex. You know this. Alex sits here every day. It's just been a tremendous year for me this NFL season. Even
Incredible.
Kelvin,
No, I can't wait till the Odd Couple Bowl on Sunday.
That's okay. And you won't be. And if Baltimore loses, you'll be sick because it'll be.
I'm calling off.
Okay, it'll be.
I want my wings, and I'm coming in with a Shador Sanders jersey on too.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
Who has the most interceptions the last 6 weeks in the NFL? Oh, Shador.
Matthew Stafford.
No,
I think.
Shador. Go ahead. You want to
All
ride?
right.
You want to ride that parade? Go ahead.
Who we got coming up? You know who it is. Lamarr Mitchell, BetMGM Director of Trade. We always talk to him on Fridays around this time. Right now, he is Steve DeSager. He will get you updated.
Hello, San Diego's Holiday Bowl is on Fox TV right now, and SMU's just kicked a field goal to lead 24-0 against 17th-ranked Arizona with about 30 seconds left till halftime. In Charlotte, late second quarter, Wake Forest is up 15-9 against Mississippi State, which is 5-7 this year. Rice finished 5-8 after losing today 41-10 to Texas State in Fort Worth. And tonight in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Navy was a winner over Cincinnati 35-13. Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt will play Sunday night in the season finale against the Ravens. He missed the last 3 games after a lung injury. Quarterback Lamar Jackson of the Ravens practiced fully again today after the bad back. Vikings QB J.J. McCarthy will start this weekend after the broken hand. Dolphins running back Devon Achane is doubtful with a shoulder injury. He's missed practice all week, and tight end Darren Waller was placed on IR. In college basketball, number 2 Michigan now 13-0 after winning against 24th-ranked USC 96-66. About 12 minutes left. 16th-ranked Louisville leads 52-51 at Stanford. Among the NBA games, Washington was 8-24, but blitzed Brooklyn 119-99. San Antonio's Victor Wembanyama out with the hyperextended knee. San Antonio was in action, and it's just gone final. A win at Indiana, 123-113. in progress at New York. Hawks still ahead of the Knicks with about 8 minutes left, 94-81. By the way, Jalen Brunson of New York named Player of the Month in the East. Karl Anthony Towns of the Knicks out tonight due to illness. The Nuggets lead with 6 minutes to go at Cleveland, 103-101, 31 points for Jamal Murray, 31 for the Cavs' Donovan Mitchell. Bulls late third quarter up 86-84 over Orlando. Paolo Banchero does have 25 points for the Magic. Hornets at 11-22 this season are leading at Milwaukee, 67-62 mid-third quarter. By the way, Golden State starts in a half an hour at home against Oklahoma City, which is 29-5. SGA OKC Player of the Month in the West. Steph Curry of the Warriors out with an ankle injury. Jimmy Butler out due to illness. Jonathan Kuminga out with a sore back. In an hour, it's the Lakers hosting the late game against Memphis. 4 NHL games, including a St. Louis win 4-3 over Vegas. And the outdoor game, Roof Open in Miami, has Florida hosting the Rangers. The New York Rangers, despite only 7 shots on goal, lead 3-0 against Florida early in the second period. Update from college football on Fox TV. They've gone to the half. SMU shutting out 17th-ranked Arizona, 24-0. Back to you.
All right, Steve. Hey, have a great weekend. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a funky Flashback Friday. Rob, you got some tweets?
I got one tweet. I just thought we should throw that out there because we've been talking about the Pittsburgh Baltimore game.
Yeah.
But, of course, the Bucs are playing to get into the postseason as well,
That's
right?
true.
And one of our listeners, Bartley S. Hill on Twitter, said, "Love you guys. Merry New Year. I'm a Bucs fan and just hope that the greatest radio Bucs play-by-play guy, Gene Deckerhoff, can call a Bucs win game in his last call of a game after 37 years of excellence tomorrow." There you go.
Nice.
Cheers, Bart. Man, he's retiring on that. I get it. 37 years. Wow.
Good, great run. Great
And
run.
thanks for the
see. Should
support,
be a good
Bartlett.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Bartley, I'm
It'll be
sorry,
a good
Bartley.
one. Man, the Panthers, I mean, they had everybody was high on the Bucs, and obviously a bunch of injuries and kind of derailed the season for them. But the Panthers, credit to them, because nobody thought about them this season. Now they got a shot to win and go to the postseason. All right, it is now time, as we always do Fridays around this time. Lamarr Mitchell, BetMGM Director of Trading, joining the show. Lamar, Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year.
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year, fellas. Merry New Year.
That's
All
right.
right, let's do it. Let's get there. All right, let's start here, Lamar. Before we get to the NFL, I got to ask you about the college football playoff. We had this crazy stat. Teams coming off a bye in the playoffs are just 1-7 all time, which is crazy, of course. When you guys are setting a line, does that stat, a stat like that, get factored in at all, or does every game and every team get treated independently?
Yeah, no, with the new format that they had last year, that was the first year that we had those teams with the bye like that, because before they all were coming off of, getting the rest when they just had the semifinals. But no, we didn't factor that into the numbers for the games this year. But going forward, same format next year, we're definitely going to have to look into that, because 1-7 and you're coming off a bye, that's no bueno, fellas, no bueno.
No bueno is right.
All right, let's go here. Get back to the NFL, Lamar. We were just talking about this. I think you heard us talking about tomorrow's game between the Carolina Panthers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's been billed as a winner-take-all for the NFC South. But the truth is, if Atlanta wins on Sunday, the Panthers can lose, still make the playoffs. So it's really one must-win for the Bucs, not Carolina. That's not the case for them. So with that in mind, how much action are you seeing on Tampa, who's up favored by 3 in this spot?
Yeah, fellas. It looks like Joe Public is pretty much back in the Bucs, about 4-1. Money is all on the Bucs. Tickets about 3-1 in favor of the Bucs. The pros, though, we initially opened this line at 3, and they took that 3 right away, and now we're sitting pretty at 2.5. Actually, now we're back at 3. So it's gone back and forth with the pros, but definitely the Joes are definitely all on the Bucs. So we'll see what happens, but this is a great game.
The biggest game, though, of the weekend in NFL America has to be the Seahawks against the 49ers. The winner will secure the number 1 seed in the NFC that the Rams choked down and a first-round bye. So this is huge. I'm looking at the board. Seattle's currently holding a 2.5-point road favorites in San Francisco. What do you attribute that to, and where are the sharps on this one?
Oh, we had our initial send-out number was the 49ers 1.5 after their impressive game this past week, and the pros took that. They took the 1.5. They took the 1. They took the laid the 1, laid the 1.5. Now they're laid the 2, and so the pros are definitely on the Seahawks here. And I think that Seahawks defense, even though my man Sam Darnold sometimes he goes.
I was just going to say, Lamar, do they know that Sam Darnold's the quarterback in a big game? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because the pros are definitely on the Seahawks, but the Joes are all on the Niners. 5-1 money and also 3-1 in tickets. So this is definitely going to be Joes versus pros. But I got to say the Sharps have to be on the Seahawks because of that Seahawks defense. Absolutely healthy, as opposed to the Niner defense, which is missing some key players.
All right, Kelvin, let's squeeze in a couple more. We're running really late, so let's squeeze in a couple more.
Let's get to
Go
it
ahead.
real quick. Let's talk. So we talked about that game. That's the biggest game of America. Ravens-Steelers is the biggest game for the odd couple. We're calling it the odd couple bowl because I got Baltimore. He's got Pittsburgh. We got some wings on the line. What kind of action are you seeing for the Ravens, who are favored by 3.5? And where are the sharps on this one?
Oh, whoever has the Ravens that's where the sharps are. I mean, they laid this flat out on the money line at -160. They laid the 3.5. We're sitting at 4 right now. And the public is all on the Ravens. Money's about 7-1 in favor of the Ravens, and ticket count's about 3-1 in favor of the Ravens. So it's Steelers. No one's giving Aaron Rodgers and his lack of offensive weapons this weekend with DK Metcalf gone. No one's giving them any chance here. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Do they know that the Ravens turn the ball over a lot, fumble? Okay, we'll see.
That's how you turned on Lamar. I don't even know who you are. The way you turned on Lamar Jackson.
The way Lamar's played, Lamar, you know this. Lamar just hasn't played well for a long time. He just hasn't. And
No, he's been banged up all year. You're right, Rob. He has not played well all year, but we'll see. Like they say, a healthy 80% Lamar, it might be better than Huntley. So we'll see. Definitely see.
All right. Should we squeeze in one more here?
One more.
Kelvin, do which one? The Bears one?
I'll go with the Broncos Chargers.
Okay,
yeah,
do
we'll
that.
go there. Yeah, we'll get you out of here on this one. The Broncos Chargers, it opened up Denver favored by 7, but it's ballooned all the way up to Denver 12.5. And I know Justin Herbert's not going to play. They're resting him, but the Broncos really struggled last week against the Chiefs' third stringers and a guy we didn't even know who was in the league, that third string quarterback. All right, so I got to imagine bettors are all over the Chargers in this spot, right? They think they'll lose, but they'll take the points.
No, Kelvin, you're definitely mistaken there. The Sharps, obviously, once they found out that, they had the information before we did that Herbert wasn't going to play, and they're going to get some rest to the Chargers starters that are banged up. The bettors definitely, money and tickets all on the Broncos in this situation. We would definitely need Trey Lance to come through and cover for the house. Definitely this weekend. That's going to be a big decision for us, too.
Well, that new tower on the West Wing is not going to be built if you're banking on Trey Lance. Sorry about that. All right, Lamar.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
Hey, Happy New Year, my man. We appreciate you. You know that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, fellas. Happy New Year.
Merry New Year.
That's right.
Merry New Year.
All right.
All right.
Let's
Thank
wrap this
you,
bad
Lamar.
boy
Appreciate
up.
it, man. Let's wrap it up with last call, 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. Last call for your boys. Hit us up. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on the Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance. Your call's important to us. Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
Carry so much stuff. Great Sunday night football game.
Yeah.
The Bears, who had a chance to win the game on the last play and just fell short. And, And the 49ers, their offense, over 500 yards against the Bears, just an incredible.
Yeah.
And so, of course, everybody, because the 49ers won, all the love is going to Kyle Shanahan, right? The winner. I get all that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, look at all the injuries. Look at where they are. They have a chance to stay home and have the whole run to the Super Bowl. And then the Super Bowl, of course, is at home, is in San Francisco.
That's
so
right.
they really have a chance to get there and maybe win a Super Bowl finally. Kyle Shanahan has been there twice, lost as an offensive coordinator with the Falcons. He was terrible job at finishing that game against Tom Brady and them. They had a chance to run out the clock, run the ball or whatever, throwing the ball, got sacked, a holding, got knocked out of field goal range, and Tom Brady not only got the touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and then won in overtime.
Yep.
Just a terrible
loss.
finish. Terrible. Like I'd have nightmares if I was the offensive coordinator after that. But I'm not going to have no love for Kyle Shanahan. Zero. And what I mean by that is he's got to finish the job and win the Super Bowl. We've seen this movie, winning a lot of games in the regular season, players in and out. This is not like new. Oh, my God, how do you do it? Because we've seen this before.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who's the quarterback, right? It seems like his offense will be able to survive no matter who's out there.
Yep.
And so they've been to 2 Super Bowls. The time has come. So I think the only thing that's left for Kyle Shanahan is can he run a team, finish strong, and Rob G, he had some terrible numbers late in fourth quarters. Rob G, just throw these out to Kerry real quick. Kyle Shanahan, these are horrific numbers.
Oh, it's tough if you're a Niners fan. Turn your volume down because this is going to get real dark real quickly. Guys, there have been 7 teams that have given up a 10-plus point lead in the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan's teams have lost 3 of those games, either as the head coach or as the OC. Of course, 28-3, the largest blown lead in Super Bowl history. He was
28-3!
He's blown 2 separate 10-point leads as the head coach of the Niners. Those would be the second highest blown leads in Super Bowl history. Guys, between the 3 Super Bowls that Kyle Shanahan has been a part of, 2 as the head coach, one as the OC.
Yeah.
His teams have been outscored a combined 58-12 in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Kerry, did you hear that?
I did.
58-12
in winning time, 58-12.
And that's why I refuse to give him a parade. I refuse to throw confetti in his hair. I'm not doing any of that about, oh, look at what Kyle Shanahan, he's a genius. Nope. Go win a Super Bowl. Go finish it. Am I being wrong? Am I being too tough?
No, you're being fair. I'm going to give him credit for this year. And I say that just from the standpoint of we know what that team looks like at full tilt. They're not full tilt. They haven't been full tilt all year. And for him to be able to have this team right here isn't the most talented team. This team isn't the team that I thought even coming into the year would be in the position to be number 1 in the NFC. So I'm going to give Shanahan credit for what he has achieved. But you're right, Rob. He has to win the big one. And if he doesn't, he'll just be remembered as a good coach, a coach that won games.
Who couldn't finish the job.
And could not finish the job. You know who he would be if he does not get this job done? He reminds me of Andy Reid before he got it done.
When he was in Philadelphia?
When he was in Philadelphia, right?
They went to 4 NFC championships.
Exactly, and could not get the job
done.
Got
to the Super Bowl. Andy Reid didn't leave Philadelphia because he did a great job. People don't even understand. I say it all the time. He didn't leave because they were like, oh, yeah, okay, you're great. Go ahead. No. Tony Dungy didn't leave Tampa Bay because he got the job done. They could not get over the hump.
Yeah, no, this team, with Mike Shanahan, he has to win the Super Bowl. With Kyle Shanahan, he has to win a Super Bowl, though, man. It's time. And this is the thing, Rob. If he does it this year, in my opinion, it'll be one of the best coaching jobs I've seen.
sounds like the Village People or something.
But it's not.
But it does during that. Doesn't it sound like that from the 70s?
It does.
Oh. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Robin, Kelvin on a funky flashback Friday. Happy
Wait a
New Year
minute.
to you
This
all.
is It's Raining Discounted Cupcakes.
Oh my gosh.
In
it was
New
barely
York
raining
City.
them. You ate them all. I want to know.
When the lights went out in New York.
Where were you when the lights went out, Rob?
I was with my family. It was freaky because this is in the 70s. And all of New York goes black, man. It was crazy. We're all sitting out on the porch in New York, you know, on the front of our houses because nobody wanted to be in a dark house.
How old
just
were
sitting
you?
there. I want to say 1977, so 13, right?
Yeah.
77.
You know what's wild about that,
Yeah,
Rob?
like 13 years old.
You know what's wild about that?
What?
Every day in New York City's black for you,
That's
Rob.
right. And you know it.
It's time now
Spot on,
for,
Alex. You know that.
NFL Pigskin Pickoff.
You ready to retire? The Odd Couple is gonna make you rich.
Gambling, vice, corruption.
It's their Pigskin Pickoff.
All right, fellas, coming out of last week, we have a tie. Rob, you correctly predicted the Texans and Eagles to upset their opponents. The Texans upset the Chargers. The Eagles upset the Bills. Kelvin, you correctly predicted that the Seahawks would cover against the Panthers, 7-point spread there, and the Niners to cover that 3 points versus the Bears. You both were incorrect on the Packers with the 4.5 spread over the Ravens. Of course, the Ravens took that game. You guys finished 2-3 each. So Rob,
Kelvin was trying to make up 12 games. What's the record?
Yeah,
Lee?
right now you do maintain that 12-game record.
12-game lead with the last
12?
Yes.
Lee, your math is off. Bring Rob G back.
Okay, yeah. Why does this always happen when I'm doing the math? I didn't even do the math for
I know.
this
What
one.
numbers you got? What are they?
46 and 29 for you, Rob. Kelvin, 34 and 41.
This time, it counts.
This time it counts, Alex.
Lee,
You're right.
Lee,
Here you go, baby.
I crushed them this football season.
No, you did.
Well, all right.
I can't deny it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you guys are going into the playoffs or not, but definitely took the regular
We are.
season.
It ain't over yet, Lee. You right. It
That's
ain't
right.
over.
Hey,
right,
let's
what we
put it
got?
all on week 18. How about this? Panthers at Buccaneers. Bucks are 3-point favorites at home.
Everybody else is going Bucks. I'm going Panthers.
I am too. The Bucks are another team.
It's not going to let you.
That just had, you know what I mean? Like all year, I'm going to take the Panthers.
All right, Seahawks are 2.5-point favorites on the road at the Niners. Big game here.
Hold on, I'm going to jump in. Rob Parker goes first every time because he's in the lead.
That's a good call.
Let's be fair here.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Good. That helps me. I can go the opposite.
I'm going to take.
You're look at you.
I'm
You
going to
don't
take
wanna pick either.
I'm
Kyle
going to
Shanahan or
take the
Sam Darnold.
49ers. Sam Ronald McDonald doesn't get it done.
I want to take the 49ers, but I got to go Seahawks just to make up some ground. I know it's the 49ers, but I got to make up some ground.
We'll try and find some games that count. Colts at Texans. Texans 10-point favorites at home.
I'm taking the Texans.
Yeah, the Texans are on fire. I can't even deny it. They're on fire right now. Texans, I can't even front.
Dolphins at Pats. 11.5-point favorites for the Pats at home.
Dang. Golly, 11. That's high.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Pats.
Oh, my gosh, that's so high. Patriot. No, you know what? Dolphins cover. They lose, but they cover.
All
right, last one. Ravens at Steelers, last game of the week. Ravens 3.5-point favorites on the road.
Steelers.
We know we got. I got the Steelers. He's got the Ravens. All right.
Yep.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?